And welcome in, everybody. Thanks so much for stopping by here once again on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube tonight for the play-by-play of this game going down here tonight for some NBA play-by-play. Welcome on. So I think we should be up and running here. My day went pretty well here, everybody. Braden here first on the stream. Hey, welcome in, Gelatin, Seb. Welcome all here on the channel. Vegas Vix. Friars playing tomorrow. Indeed, my man. Should be a good one. I'm doing pretty well here, McNuddis. Thanks so much for stopping by. What is good, Vaughn? I don't know what happened there. OBS crashed for a moment, but we're back. I got everything running, so we're all set right now. Just pause for like a second or two, but we're up and running, so this is good right now. Sometimes it does that a couple of times. Hey, welcome in here. I don't know anymore. Once again here, Mitch J. Love. Welcome in, Ohio State basketball. Jason, what is good? Cody, what is good here, man? And Gamer Ben Wells as well. Thank you all so much for stopping by here for the play-by-play in a little bit, as we'll be tipping off this game probably in about 13 minutes or so from now for the play-by-play. Raptor 2.0, Viren, what is good? So we got a good battle going down tonight here. Miami on the road, 40-22, winners of the past 4 straight games, but they got a losing record on the road this season, 13-18 in their road games. They haven't won a road game in almost a month since February 10th at Golden State. But in this one tonight, Pelicans, if they want to make a run to the playoffs, they really got to start getting some W's here and there. Definitely down the stretch here for the rest of the season. 26-36 for New Orleans, as they're number 12 in the Western Conference. 12-19 on their home court. They've lost the last 3 straight games that they have played, and they are right now 5 games behind the Memphis Grizzlies at the number 8 seed for the final spot in the playoffs. Who do I want to win in this one? If I had to bet who is going to win in this game, I would go with Miami. I would go with Miami in this one to win this. Am I streaming Bucks-Lakers tonight? Unfortunately, no. This is the only game tonight here since that is so late. I'll be in bed by that time. I had a long day at work, so this is the only game tonight here. Usually I do only one NBA game on a weeknight because I work long hours. Tough night for Bowling Green. Oof. Tough night for Bowling Green, it sounds like here. Do I think Ohio State will beat Michigan State? I think it's going to be close, but I really do like Michigan State in that game on Sunday. Thanks so much, Gamer Ben Wells. He puts out, doesn't watch pro ball, but he likes college ball, just likes my videos. I appreciate it, man. Interesting. My sportscaster is still frozen. That's weird, because it's going right now. My sportscaster is... I'll take a look at it. It's fine for me, though. It's something weird for sportscaster, I feel like. But I'll take a look at it, because everything's going through right now. In women's basketball, it'll be Kentucky versus Tennessee. Cody's putting on here for that matchup. And today in art, Vaughn drew a South Korea flag. Good for you, Vaughn. Gelatin here. Yep, it's Friday. Yeah, hopefully you don't fall asleep. Yeah, I'll take a look at my sportscaster thing to make sure it's all up. I'm pretty sure everything should be fine. I don't know anymore. Putting out, watch Robinson here and Dragic ball out like they did in the last game. Man, they dropped down a record here. 22 three-point shots they made with a franchise record. So, incredible game on their last game on Wednesday night. I just checked the sportscaster. Everything on my end was working out pretty well. But yeah, Goran Dragic, 25 points off the bench for the Heat. 5 3-point shots made. And then Duncan Robinson, huge game with 9 3-pointers made. Out of 12 attempts with 27. In the last game, 116-113 over the Orlando Magic. Vaughn watched West Coast Conference Tournament, Portland and Santa Clara. There you go, man. Yeah, I think Gonzaga plays on Monday. Same as BYU. BYU takes on the winner, I think, of San Francisco St. Mary's, or no, San Francisco versus Pacific is the one that takes on Gonzaga, and then St. Mary's takes on somebody who else is in there that will be able to advance from one of those games. Yeah, Northern Iowa. I can't believe it. Total shock today. A week ago, Northern Iowa beat Drake, and then Drake today just dismantled them. 21-point victory in the first game of the Missouri Valley quarters today. Drake beat Northern Iowa 77-56, and that's a problem there, because UNI's not going to get the bid into the tournament as an as an at-large bid because of their strength of schedule. 25-6 overall for Northern Iowa. Even though they beat Colorado, they are hanging on that win against Colorado as their only hope, basically, to make it to the tournaments. And it doesn't look too promising. So it doesn't look too promising at all. So welcome in here, Seb on the channel. Vegas Vic slept while watching my stream last night. And Gelatin can't wait for the playoffs. And Cody started racing today. Awesome, dude. Good luck to your racing and everything. Yes, it is 8:06 p.m. And welcome in NC State. We'll see if NC State makes the tournament. Hey, welcome on Sportscaster Will the Greats. That's interesting because I have it up here and mine is going straight through. Somebody, I think it was back in January, somebody had a problem on my Sportscaster. That's odd because everything's going like straight through with me. I even just checked the video. Yeah, that's odd. Still going through. San Diego State, yep, San Diego State plays today, once again, for Mountain West action. Do I know Loyola Marymount? Yes, I do know Loyola Marymount. They used to be really good. Like, back in the late 80s and 90s, Vaughn, they used to be really good. Hey, welcome in here. Brian here. Thanks so much for stopping by on the channel. A lot of young talent. Yes, indeed. Miami's got a lot of young, promising talent on this team here for the Heat. Out of the game, though, the rookie. No Tyler Hero, rookie from Kentucky today in this one with an ankle injury. But, yeah, they got a lot of young, promising talent. Kendrick Nunn, Duncan Robinson. Some really good rising players here on this Miami Heat team. Going up against the Pelicans team. Young talent as well. Rookie, here with Zion Williamson, #1 draft pick, as his numbers just keep on popping off the chains. Career high 35 against the Lakers back on Sunday. Zion averaged 19 points per game in January in his first 5 games back. 25.5 points per game during the month of February. And this month, he is averaging 27 right now through the first 3 in the month of March. It was Ohio State. Ohio State came back and won Illinois. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play basketball. I'm Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Welcome in, everyone, and we should have this stream very shortly with this game. Welcome in the channel, Razor Sharp Picks on Sportscaster. Hey, welcome in here. Alex, my man, from the DMV Sportsnet. Thanks so much, bud, for stopping by here. Alex making his return here on the channel. Seb's going to be staying up all night watching this. I can, wish you good luck, man. So, good luck, man, to your basketball game tomorrow. Yes, Steph Curry came back yesterday for Golden State. They took on Toronto. So, this game's going to tip off just a moment right now. Pelicans versus the Heat. In a couple minutes, they're going over starting lineups right now. This game is at the Pelicans' home court tonight, New Orleans. 5 spots behind, or 5 games back behind in the #8 seed in Memphis, trying to make a push for the playoffs right now for New Orleans. 26-36 record, #12 in the Western Conference. They have lost the past 3 straight games. They're taking on the Miami Heat team, who has been red hot, winners of the last 4 straight games, but all 4 were at home. So Miami, the last time they've won a game on the road was almost a month ago, back on February 10th at Golden State. So it should be a good one, that is for sure here. Welcome on the channel here, everybody. Thank you all so much for stopping by here. Alex coming back from a date. There you go, man. Hey, we got a dono here on the channel, my man, Mike here. Thanks so much, Mike, for stopping by here. Oh, man, sorry to hear that with Duquesne losing to Richmond, man. But thank you so much for the dono. I appreciate it with your generosity, and hopefully Duquesne's able to turn it around in the second half. I need Duquesne to get a W over Richmond. I need it. If there's any saving hope there to have for URI's chances, Duquesne's got to come back and win that game, and they're at home, so looks like they're down by 8 at halftime, 37-29. But that would be big right there, just to shake up the A10 standing. So currently we're on break. We'll get back to action in just a moment. When Coach Pop retires, who should be the next head coach for the Spurs? Becky Hammon or Tim Duncan. I'll go Tim there for that one. Cody getting 3rd place. Awesome, man. Congrats to you for third place. That's incredible. So we're going to tip off this game a couple moments from now in a little bit. So right now we're just in a TV timeout. Usually these type of games tip off around like 8:15 or so. Right now we're at 8:10 where I am. So we'll be tipping off probably about 5 minutes from now. Couple scoreboard updates. We'll get that for everyone in the NBA games at the moment here tonight. Washington Wizards leading at halftime against Atlanta Hawks tonight, 64-57. Brooklyn Nets all over the San Antonio Spurs tonight, 39-21. As they're about to end the first quarter. Thunder lead the Knicks at the end of one, 27-20. Oh, sorry to hear that, Alex, man. Damn. So, one of the Montreal Canadiens greats, Henry Richard, he passed away today, won 11 Stanley Cups, which is the league record. Man, I'm sorry to hear that. Jeez, that's not good. That's unfortunate, but yeah, prayers to his family. He was awesome. There was that coach back in the NBA that got so mad. Yep, there was for Indiana back in the day with Bob Knight, threw his chair in the court. That had to be like the 80s. Had to be like the 80s or so for Bob Knight. But that was at Indiana. Hey, welcome in here, Bob. Oh, man, sorry to hear that. Coronavirus is where he lives. Dude, it's just spreading. It's unfortunate. Oh, man. It's like, it's bad where I am, too. It's getting worse here. In Maryland and Montgomery County. Yeah, I heard that one of the colleges in Maryland today, a D3 college, they didn't allow any fans into their college game for the tournament today that they had. It was played with empty seats in it. I think it was like Johns Hopkins University. They played it with empty seats today. Raptors 16-1 in fantasy basketball, losing right now because Trae Young is out tonight. Oh, that's a breaker right there. That's unfortunate because he could have been racking up the points tonight. That is one thing for sure. So we're going to get ready to tip off this game a couple moments from now, everyone. Oh, Richard. So, Richard is French. Yeah, Alex is in Maryland. It's where I am, too. It's in Rhode Island and Mass. So it's just all over the place. They had to cancel school for like 2 weeks in one of the places at Rhode Island because it got so bad. But it's unfortunate. So we'll be tipping off here very soon. This pregame goes on for like forever. It's usually like a 15-minute pregame, but I call play-by-play on the channel. College basketball, NBA, March Madness tournament here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub if you haven't done so already here. If you're new, first timer on the channel. Take a look right now, a couple scoreboard updates for everybody. Shocker went down already in Arch Madness in the Missouri Valley today, 77-56 as Drake, the 8 seed, pulled off the upset against number 1 seed in Northern Iowa. Bradley beat Southern Illinois in the Missouri Valley, and Loyola Chicago, the 2 seed, leading the 7 seed Valparaiso 42-27. Other games going on for college right now. We'll take a look at some of the stuff. Duquesne trying to make a comeback right now. It's 39-32 as they're trailing by 7 against Richmond. Brown taking on Harvard. This one is an upset right now, an upset alert. Brown is leading Harvard 40-34, so that's the score in Cambridge at the moment. Other games going on. Princeton crushing Columbia in the Ivy tonight, 55-36. Pennsylvania up against Cornell, 60-52. And Yale leads against Dartmouth, 57-44. So we'll be tipping off this game very shortly. I hope that they don't cancel March Madness. I don't think they're going to. I think if they had to do something, probably just don't do it with any fans. Who do I think will win the tournament? It's so wide open, man. So wide open. Kentucky, Kansas, Michigan State, Florida State, and Dayton. Those are 5 teams I have that could very well win the tournament. So those are my 5 that could very well win the tournament. It all depends on all the matchups, basically. It all depends on the matchup. Yes, somebody got coronavirus in your state of Indiana, and it came from the airport flying in. Or no, it came from a convention in Boston. It came from a convention in Boston, and that's where my girlfriend's parents went to a wedding like a couple weeks ago. It happened the day after they went to the wedding. There was a convention the day after in the Marriott on it was right in Boston on the seaport, right next to New England Aquarium, and that's where it happened. So strange things. Strange things. Here we go, guys. We're gonna tip off in just a moment here. You get ready to go into this game. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub as we go play-by-play live. This ball gets tipped off, and Miami controls the tip. Heat with the basketball first. They get the white home uniform, white jerseys actually in the road for this one for Miami. White uniforms with the red numbers and letters for this one. Pelicans going in the dark blue uniforms with the white letters and numbers. 3-ball, right wing, no good off the mark right there by Duncan Robinson, but they get the offensive rebound. Butler passes over to the left wing for the Heat. Heat with the basketball. They're guarded here by Jrue Holiday. Makes their move inside, and that's going to be an offensive foul by Miami. So Miami will get back the ball here. 11:34 left to go in the first half. 26 seconds through the game. New Orleans will get back the basketball here. Zion has it top of the key. They move it over to the left wing now. Into the hands of Lonzo. Lonzo now at the right wing. Dribbles. Right elbow. Passes that one back. And they get stolen away by Butler. Butler. One man to beat inside. And he goes reverse hand layup over Ingram as that one is 2-zip. Now Miami leads this one. Heat now with a bucket. They pass it inside to Zion, but no. Tipped and stolen away by the Heat. Right back over. And another turnover. Adebayo swings it back out to the right wing. Heat with the basketball right now through the first minute of the first half. They pass it over to the left wing into the hands of Butler. Butler guarded by Holiday. Bounce pass now. Free throw circle. Over to Kendrick Nunn. Swings it back out to the left wing. Over to Butler once again. Dribble jive. Fed it inside, but the ball tipped. They get it right back. They're going to take a deep two. Shot clock expire. No good. And it's going to be a shot clock violation by Miami. So the Pelicans will get it back. 10:43 left to go in the first half. And Pelicans will have the basketball right back. Lonzo has it past the timeline, dribbles towards the right wing perimeter. Guarded by Robinson, swings it back out to the left wing now. Pelicans with the basketball, moves it around the perimeter to the right wing. 2-zip Heat. The Heat are on top right now. This thing's buffering mad problems right now as we got buffer all over the place. And they went inside and we got a foul committed on the court right now. So a foul drawn on the court. It's going to be a non-shooting foul, so the Pelicans will get it back with 10:27. Alex will be back here. Thanks so much, my man, for stopping by. That's a corner three. This one up in the air, no good. Off the mark by Lonzo, and it gets rebounded back to the Heat. Miami with the basketball top of the key. Into the hands now of Butler. Butler moves it out to Robinson, and we got a foul on the court right now. Stops the clock with 10:14. Big oof is the word of the day right there. Big oof is what happened in Northern Iowa today. All that work in progress for college basketball this season, and Northern Iowa today just did not show up. Just a no-show in their game earlier today. So we got 10:14 left to go in the first quarter right now. I think it's online. I think it's on ESPN3. It might not give you, like, the actual, like, commentary of the game, but check out ESPN3.com for the game if you have, like, an internet service provider, and that should be able to get you there as well. So if you have, like, an internet service provider, you should probably be able to get there if you go to ESPN3.com to watch the game. So currently we're just on a commercial break right now on this one. We'll get back to action right after this TV timeout. If you guys are a first timer here and new on the channel, so we just started off with this one, feel free to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub. I call play-by-play basketball on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Hey, thanks so much for stopping by at Spire. I appreciate it, man. So we get 10:14 left to go in the first half. Currently, we're just in the TV timeouts. Yeah, it's a little bit with a fan. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm streaming off of the laptop. It's the fan is like underneath the camera. That's why. So yeah, it's louder than what it usually is, or so. So I stream off of a laptop. Ooh, Cody fired his crew chief. That's not good. Taking a look at the numbers so far, only 2-zip to score through the first, like, minute and 45 seconds. Jimmy Butler with only 2 points so far. In the paint by the Heat off a steal. And the Pelicans, so far in this one, just turning over the basketball a couple times here and there. It's been a rough start for New Orleans. In this one, even though it's 2-zip, actually, they got 2 turnovers. Heat with 2 turnovers as well at the moment. Hey, welcome in, Thunderbolt and Landon. Thanks so much for stopping by here. And Landon will be doing a Lakers-Bucks game tonight. Good luck with your stream, man. I don't know anymore. Puts out he can watch the game, but he would rather watch my stream. He enjoys my stream. So currently we're just on the TV timeout. We'll get right back to action here in a matter of moments over on the channel, as I call play-by-play NBA March Madness Tournament on the channel here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Yes, I've seen the video, Levels by Avicii, Vaughn. I've seen that. Landon putting out Chase Elliott. That's awesome. Second fastest today in practice. The final practice there. So they're at Phoenix this week. Hey, welcome in here. Jack is back in the channel. Likes the Pelicans in this one. Thanks so much, Jack, for stopping by again. Hey, welcome in here, Ultimate Champ here. Who do I got for Eastern Conference Finals? I'll go Milwaukee-Boston for the Eastern Conference Finals. So those two teams will make it into the Eastern Conference Finals. Scoreboard update. I'll go over scoreboard update with you guys from the NBA right now. Wizards up against the Hawks, 68-57. Nets crushing the Spurs tonight, all over them, 56-27. Thunder against the Knicks, tight one so far, 36-34. Oklahoma City is up by 2 in that one. Celtics up against the Jazz right now, 23-16. That was supposed to be the game tonight, Celtics versus Jazz. They flexed it out, though, and put this one on. Pelicans just went inside. They scored their first bucket. 10 minutes left to go in the first half. Dribble drive. Low post. Butler puts it up, and that one goes up and good off the backboard for 2 right there by the Heat. They're up 4-2. Oh, that's cool, VWQ. I just got this laptop like a month ago, too. So I don't know why, like, the fan is, like, getting, like, a lot of, like, problems and stuff like that. Free throw is good at the line. It's a 3-point game here. 5-2 to score. 9:45 left to go in the first half. Pelicans basketball into the hands of Holiday. Moves it over left wing to Ingram. Ingram dribbles left elbow. Dribbles out now to the top of the key. He's guarded by Butler. Ingram swings it over to the left wing into the hands of Lonzo. Lonzo with the basketball, and Duncan passes that one over to the right wing. 3 ball in the air off the mark. No good by Ingram. Tried to get it tipped up in the air, but it goes back to the Heat here off the rebounds. Miami with the basketball. 9:20 left to go in the first half. Butler has it right wing. Tried to hand it off to Duncan Robinson, but he wasn't there in the handoff as the Pelicans cut it right off. Bounce pass, right baseline, dribbling. Inside spin move out of Bio. Shot fake, puts it up, no good. Off the front rim, rebounded back to the Pelicans here. Pelicans with the basketball, 9 minutes left to go in the first half. Moves it over right wing. Back to the top of the key. They thought about shooting the 3, but no. They're going to pass it over to Lonzo. Swings it back over to Holiday. Holiday passes now over to the right baseline. Back to Giroux at the right wing here for the Pelicans. Dribble drive, right baseline for Giroux Holiday. Working on his one man right there. Ball gets tipped out of bounds. And it's out of bounds, I think, on, yeah, Kendrick Nunn. Kendrick Nunn tapped it out of bounds. So it's going to go right back over to the Pelicans. Pelicans will inbound it in the front court. Take a 3 off the inbound. Right corner. Drills it down by Giroux Holiday. 5-5 to score. Giroux Holiday. Big game back on Tuesday against the T-Wolves. He had 27 points, 10 rebounds, 12 assists. His first triple-double of the season. Yeah, Raptors, I agree with you, Ultimate Champ. I didn't think that the Raptors would be this solid this season. I am shocked. Like that, they're this good, and they just keep on getting better and better every single game as well. They're a good perimeter shooting team. Yep, Chase Elliott's got a really fast car, Landon. Hopefully you can get like another win as well, like on a road course again. That was awesome. Vintage moment when he got pushed after he got a victory. I remember he got pushed just the Sonoma race where he got pushed all the way back by Jimmy Johnson. So he ran out of fuel after the finish. Free throw, no good at the line by Miami. Rebound by the Pelicans here. Pelicans take a 3. This one is up. No good off the back iron by Alonzo. Rebound by the Heat. Who do I have for Western Conference Finals? I'm going to go Lakers-Clippers there. LA, so I'm going to go all LA Western Conference Finals. Yes, I can check something for you, Cody. Just let me know what you want me to check here, and I can gladly do it. 8:20 left to go in the first half. Tie game at 5. Pelicans with the basketball. Lonzo just floats that one up. Tried to get Zion in a double team, but no, gets tipped and stolen by the Heat. Bad pass there by Lonzo. Another pass in the key. Miami couldn't convert on that one. Tipped and stolen away here by the Pelicans. Dribble drive inside New Orleans. Puts it up and in off the backboard. That one counts for 2 by Holiday. 7-5 to score. 7:50 left to go in the first half. Oh, well, okay, yeah, it was Watkins Glen. It felt like I felt like it was earlier, so it was late. Yeah, later in the season, they always have Watkins Glen. So yeah, thanks so much for updating me there, for that one. Hey, welcome in here, Marwan. Thanks so much for stopping by, Uncle Pizzle. Thanks so much for being a part here, dedicated. Back on the channel, 1:27 a.m. London time. My day's been doing pretty well so far. 7:40 left to go in the first quarter. Shot just went down for 2 there by the Heat. We're tied up at 7. Pelicans take a 3. It's off the mark. No good. Miami gets the rebounds. Heat with the basketball past half court. Into the hands of Adebayo. Hands it off to Robinson. Robinson, top of the key. Takes a 3. Makes it. Duncan Robinson drained down 9 triples in the victory back on Wednesday. He hits his first one tonight here. 10-7 Heat. 7:15 left to go in the first quarter. Zion. Dribble drive inside. Floats it up and it goes off the back iron for 2. There's Zion playing through the contact. And he gets down on the count. 1-point game as we approach the 7-minute mark left remaining in the first quarter. Pass lobbing it over the top in the jam right there. With a one hand going down in the alley-oop by Adebayo. It's a 3-point game. 6:50 left to go in the first quarter. Right baseline dribble Zion. Double team. He's going to swing it back. Nice pass to the left wing. Lonzo takes a 3. He makes it from the left wing. Tied up at 12. Good game so far here, folks. 6:40 left to go in the first quarter. That is 3-point shot number 2 tonight for the Pelicans. Heat with the basketball. Adebayo. Dribble drive into the lane. Floats it up. Too high off the back iron. No good. Ball gets rebounded by the Pelicans, but we get a foul. Stopping the clock right now. Oh, Ultimate Champ going for interesting bold scenario there. Yeah, I don't think you're dumb for that. Bold scenario for you, man. He's got Rockets versus Clippers. Like, everything's so wide open. Like, anything could possibly happen. It's a lot of combinations. So it was a foul by the Pelicans. Heat will go to the line. First shot's up. First shot's good by Adebayo at the free throw line. Miami up by 1. 13-12 to score. Hey, welcome on the channel here, Carbanca. Thanks so much for stopping by. Salute. Welcome on the channel. If you guys enjoy what I do, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub. I call play-by-play college basketball, NBA, the March Madness tournament on the channel here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Second free throw, no good. At the line by the Heat, rebounded by the Pelicans. Pelicans basketball top of the key. Lonzo moves it over now to Ingram. Passes inside. Right baseline jumper. That one goes down for 2 by Derek Favors. Pelicans lead this one by 1. 6:15 left to go in the first quarter. Heat now with the basketball. They got it the right wing here to Butler. Butler now with the ball. Dribbles. Top of the free throw circle. Butler makes his moves. Try to swing it back outside, but gets tipped and stolen out. 3-on-2 fast break. Going into lane. Lays it up and in for 2 more. Right there by the Pelicans. And they have the lead as we get a timeout on the court right now by the Heat. 16-13. 6 minutes left to go in the first quarter. We'll be back after this break. Yeah, big game for Uncle Pizzle tonight. Lakers versus Bucks. Massive game with those two teams tonight. This will be the only game that I'm doing here tonight since that game for me is really late. Duncan Robinson made a single season record for most points by an undrafted rookie. He's just been lights out this season. Just incredible what Duncan Robinson has done. Just magic with a 3-point shot. Raining threes with Duncan Robinson. Who do I want to win? Lakers or Clippers? If I had to bet on those two teams in the Western Conference Final, I would go with the Clippers. I feel like they made so many movements necessary to get them there to the NBA Finals. Like what they made during right at the trade deadline to get Marcus Morris, that was huge there for the LA Clippers. So they got, if everybody's healthy, they got just such a legit roster, top to bottom. That's going to be a tough team to beat when you rotate everybody across the roster. It's going to be so tough to beat there. Yep, let's go Friars here tomorrow. Big game for PC, trying to lock up a spot in the tournament. They host DePaul tomorrow, who is last in their conference. So hopefully Providence is able to get it done. Lawan Pipkins, absolute stud here the past 4 games with 20-plus points for Providence. David Duke and Alpha Diallo catching fire. This team looking sharp right now. One of the hottest in college basketball. Got a massive game to close it out at the Dunk tomorrow. Hey, welcome in. Chicago, please, my man. Thanks so much for stopping by. Hope all went well in your stream as well. Massive upset going down earlier today in college basketball. Missouri Valley had an upset there with number 1 seed Northern Iowa lost in the first round against Drake today by 21. Yep. So number 1 seed Northern Iowa lost, and it is March here, guys. Gotta love March when a team like that loses. Gotta love March when the Brooklyn Nets are just killing you tonight here. Brooklyn Nets crushing the Spurs by 30, and it's not even at halftime. 71-41 the score in that game. San Antonio just like a no-show tonight. Absolute no-show for San Antonio in this game. Thunder up against the Knicks, 44-36. Celtics up by 6 against the Jazz, 29-23. That was supposed to be the national game. I was supposed to cover Celtics versus Jazz tonight here, but unfortunately, looking forward to that, but they flexed it right out, and they put this game instead on national TV. I can't believe they took out that game. That's a good matchup, Celtics-Jazz, to have on ESPN. Pacers lead the Bulls, 24-23 right now. Magic up against the T-Wolves, 22-19. And this game right now, it's 16-13 as we get back to action with about 6 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Who do I want to win, Lakers or Bucks? I would go for the Lakers there, Seb, because I'm a Celtics fan, and anything that the Celtics can do to catch the Bucks, even though it's possibly a very low chance that they can do so by this time, but possibility for number 2 seed. That's more like it for the Celtics. Right now they're in the number 3. We're back to action. Heat at the number 4. Miami with a basketball 3-point game. They dribble drive inside, bounce pass, backdoor cut, slamming it home right there with a 2-handed slam by Miami. So Jimmy Butler with an assist. The slam goes down by Derrick Jones. It's a 1-point game. 5.5 left to go in the first quarter. Pelicans with the basketball. They pass it over to Zion. Zion at the right baseline, guarded by Jones. Dribbles back out to the right wing. Hands this one off over into the hands of Ingram. Dribbles now right baseline. Ingram taking it on. Goes to the right elbow. Jumper. Fadeaway. No good off the mark. Tipped up in the key. They try to go for the offensive rebound. Zion chasing after the ball, and it will go and gets tipped out of bounds. Last touch out of bounds by the Heat. By Bam Adebayo. So it's out of bounds. Touched by Bam Adebayo. Goes back to the Pelicans. Do I think Boston could win the finals? I think it's gonna be tough, but I think anything's possible by this point, especially how Jason Tatum's playing. They just need the entire roster there, basically win them. Like nobody can get hurt. The problem is the bench. That's the only problem there. It's gonna be a very tough task. But you honestly never know, and hopefully, me as a Celtics fan and same as Edwin, hopefully we can give the team some hope there, and Jason Tatum just lights out. So never bet against Jason Tatum. Left wing 3, no good by the Heat, but they jam it right back there for Miami. Then the Pelicans just scored up and in for 2. So it's 18-17. Zion with the basketball right here for the Pelicans off the steal. Lays it up and in with a contact. No foul. That one counts for 2. It's a 3-point game. Heat now with the ball. Inside, low post, they lose control of it. Goes out of bounds by Miami, and it's going to go back to the Pelicans here with a 20-17 score. Did you get blocked for some reason? I don't think you're blocked at all here on the channel VWQ. If you were blocked in the channel, you wouldn't be typing in anything, but you're not blocked at all right now. Uncle Pizzle here, he's a Lakers fan. He puts out, he is scared. Clippers have more dogs, and he hates the fact that people talk about them. Lakers have to win it for Kobe. It's just so wide open. I can see that as well. I can see the Lakers winning it for Kobe also. There's so many things that could go on this season. It all depends on the health of these players in the playoffs. Right baseline with the basketball for the Pelicans. They're going to put up the jumper, and that's going to be a contact with a foul on the clock right now. Stops it at 4:02. So 2 shots coming up at the line here by Nicolo Melli for the New Orleans Pelicans. Yeah, Northern Iowa beat Drake by 21 points. Yep, and they played them like a week ago, and the score was 70-43. Isn't that crazy, Landon? Crazy, crazy. Just typical college basketball this season. First shot's up. That one's good. At the free throw line by Melli. Pelicans lead by 4. 21-17. 4:02 left to go. Second shot coming up. Who do I think's the best college basketball player right now in the ACC? I would go with Vernon Carey Jr. of Duke. So I would go with Vernon Carey of Duke. Duke just absolute double machine this season. Jordan Moore of Louisville, he is up there. It's just a couple of games he's been inconsistent. That's the only thing. 4 minutes left to go. Second free throw, no good. Pelicans get the offensive rebound. Look at that. Big burst of speed. Josh Hart into the lane, lays it up with the left hand, and that one's good for 2. The largest lead by New Orleans tonight. They're up by 6. 3:45 left to go in the first quarter. Heat with a jumper off the mark by Butler. Ball tipped around, rebounded by the Pelicans now. Dribbles past half court. New Orleans with the basketball at the left wing here to Hart. Hart moves it back, top of the key. Melli swings it over to the right wing into the hands of Ingram. Ingram with the basketball, right baseline. Low post, try to float it up, and that one gets blocked here by the Heat, Miami. Adebayo swings it back out to Butler, passes out to Robinson. Open 3, it's up. No good, off the mark, missed it. But they get the offensive rebound. Adebayo has it, left baseline, swings it back to the top. Oh, swiped away here on a steal. Pelicans going in, lays it up and in for 2 right there off the steal by Josh Hart. 3:10 left to go as they extend their largest lead right now to 8 points by the Pelicans. 3 minutes left remaining. Heat with the basketball, dribble drive. Inside, that one gets blocked, they get it right back. Miami puts it up and it's good for 2 by Adebayo. It's back to 6. Princeton women's team, Cody putting out, winning against Columbia today. Yeah, Columbia usually just has a weak program for sports, for basketball teams. So it doesn't surprise me there. Yeah, the Time Lord needs to get healthy if the Celtics want to make a run at it this season. It's the bench is the problem there. The bench is the problem for the Celtics. So if the Time Lord can come back, that would be huge there. Massive for them to help their bench chances. First shot at the free throw line by the Pelicans as they got fouled. First one's up. First one's good. Second shot coming up in just a moment now by E'Twaun Moore. Boise State, San Diego State. That should be a good game tonight. Boise State won yesterday. They're number 5 seed. Utah State almost lost against New Mexico. Will LaMelo go with the first pick? Ooh, that's going to be close there. He could possibly very well so. He's going to be a top 3, in my opinion. Second shot good at the free throw line. He's going to be top 3. It's all going to come down to if they want to take Anthony Edwards first. That's the thing. Anthony Edwards, James Wiseman, and LaMelo. Those should be the top 3, most likely there. I think Obi Toppin right now. Obi Toppin's at number 9, but the tournament could help out his draft stock and could put him up to a top 5 for Obi Toppin. Free throws coming up for the Heat. First one's up. First one's good. At the free throw line by Miami. 7-point game at the moment. 2:35 left to go. Butler with his second one. Nails that one. 6-point game. 2.5 left to go in the first quarter. Pelicans with the basketball now. Top of the key. Swings it over, and that's a bad pass. Stolen now by Jimmy Butler. One man to beat. Lays it up and in with the right hand as he blows past Lonzo right there into lane for 2. 4-point game. Pelicans will get the basketball right back. Lonzo will try it again. Lobs it over to the right elbow. Into the hands of Ingram. Swings it over to Hart. Hart takes a 3. It's off the mark. No good. Ball tipped up. It's going to be a foul. Behind the back foul right there by Miami. Coming up on the rebound over Nicolo Melli. And it stops the clock right now. Ooh, who do I think will win the ACC tournament? I'm going to go bold prediction here for you, man, Gamer Ben Wells. I'm going to go Virginia. I will go Virginia to win the ACC tournament. Bold prediction for you guys. 4-point game, left elbow jumper. It's off the mark, no good. And rebounded back here to the Heat. Miami with the basketball. Burst of speed. And the low post floats it up, and now one rolls out. No good, rattled out. But it gets tipped out of bounds by the Pelicans, so the Heat will get it back off the missed layup by Dragic. Minute 53 left to go in the first quarter. Inbound coming up here in just a moment. 4-point game. Seb asking me, guess what his record is of points are in a game? I'll go 25 right there for you, Seb. Lobs it over to the left wing perimeter. Minute 50 left to go. Dragic has it. Moves it over to the top of the key. Jay Crowder passes that one. Ball tipped and it gets stolen right back over to the Pelicans now. Pelicans with the ball. Moves it over to the left wing. Moore passes. The ball gets deflected out of bounds. Touched by the Heat, so it goes back to the Pelicans. Hey, welcome in here, Ant, my man. Thanks so much for stopping by here once again. Byron liking the Celtics 2 more years, and they're going to be an East powerhouse. They have potential for sure, man. Jason Tatum, absolute stud. Left wing 3, it is up. It is good by the Pelicans as they drain the triple down with Lonzo as they put it back to 7 here. Minute 25 left to go in the first quarter. Heat with the basketball. Moving it over. Dragic passes to Robinson. Feeds it inside. Low post in the shot fake. They put it up and they get fouled. So 2 coming up at the free throw line here by Miami. As they went from the outside to the low post, got fouled. On the dot, I got it right there. 25 for Seb. He got for his career high. On the dot, I got that. Wow. That was just a random guess out of nowhere. First shot here at the line, no good. Missed off the back iron right there by the Heat. Cody's record, 24 points in 1 game. There you go. Almost got it, almost right up there with Seb. Point behind. If you guys are new on the channel, feel free to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub, or let me know down in the chat below who you're rooting for in this game, as well as I call play-by-play basketball here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. That shot gets blocked as it goes right back over to the Heat. Heat with the ball now, top of the key. Moves it over left elbow, passes to the left corner. Miami back over to Crowder at the left wing. The ball gets tipped, deflected out of bounds. Last touch by the Pelicans. Yes, I do remember that. I'm gonna, Ant and Lexi. So, you and Lexi are the 2 people here. I have you guys, getting it, like, around, like, March Madness week. So, about, like, a week left to go, and I'll hit you 2 up on the mods here on the channel. But yes, thank you so much for the interest, my man, and I appreciate it. But you're gonna have it here in about like about a week or so. I'm definitely gonna hit you up on one, my man. 45 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 7-point game, right baseline, swings it back out to the top. New Orleans feeds it inside, back to the outside here. Left corner dribble, swings it back out to the right wing, catch and shoot 3 in the air, no good. Hit the front rim to get the offensive rebound out. They're gonna put up another one. It's off the mark. Pelicans with a 3rd offensive board. Puts it inside. Moore. Dribble drive. He gets down, up, and in off the backboard for 2 by Ejuan Moore. It's a 9-point game. 23 seconds left to go in the quarter right now. Heat will get the ball right back. Gamer Ben Wells putting out, Kentucky might not win. They got to play Auburn and LSU. He thinks they're better. Those 2 teams don't have a defense, especially Auburn. Auburn just lost against Texas A&M. Texas A&M was not supposed to be good this season. Texas A&M lost to Harvard. And LSU's defense is just completely shattered. They score a lot of points, but their defense is a problem. Same as Alabama. I think Kentucky should be able to win the conference. Somebody could come out and surprise, but I think Kentucky should be able to win it. Dribble drive inside right there. Heat put it up and in off the backboard. 5 seconds left to go as they will count the bucket by Dragic right there. He got fouled by Lonzo in the low post, so Goran Dragic will go to the line, shoot 1. Hey, thank you so much, my man, Ant. I appreciate my man, bud. That would be insane. If Boise State beats San Diego State, that would be absolutely insane. I think after Wednesday night, I think Dayton should be on the number 2 line. I mean, number 1 line for Dayton. And San Diego State should be on the number 2. Because that was impressive there by Dayton. And San Diego State keeps on playing down. They barely beat Air Force yesterday. It was a tight game throughout like 80% of it. 5 seconds left remaining here in the first quarter. 7-point lead right now by the Pelicans. Sure here, Cody. Oh, Landon checked it out. 17-13. Kentucky leads the women's game versus Tennessee. Looks like they got women's basketball tonight. We're on a TV timeout right now. Stoppage in time with the final 5 seconds left to go. Yeah, that was... Dayton is a whole other level. Whole other level of a team right there. Like, nobody's going to want to play them in the tournament. Loyola Chicago leading their game 59-52. By the way, Drake crushed Northern Iowa after Northern Iowa crushed Drake last week 6 days ago. But today, it matters in the conference tournament for the Missouri Valley in the quarterfinals here. Northern Iowa a no-show today as Drake killed them. 77-56 the final. So there you go. Bye-bye UNI for any tournament chances at all. Their tournament resume, I don't think it's going to make them get them into the tournament. There's like no hope for Nat Large at this point. 3-point shot. Now it's off the mark for the Pelicans. He hit the free throw by Dragic there. And we go into the end of the first quarter right now. 32-26. So quarter number 2 coming up right after this break, everybody. And 1 quarter in the books in this one. So let's see here. Leading scorers in this game right now. Jimmy Butler leads the way with 9 points for Miami. Heat tonight, though, only 1 3-point shot. They said it was a franchise record last game. 22 made 3-pointers over Orlando back on Wednesday. Dragic made 5 of those off the bench. Duncan Robinson, he was just phenomenal. 9 for 12 from behind the arc, 27 points during that game. They only made 1 3-pointer, though, in this one so far. The 3-point shot going to Duncan Robinson in this one for Miami. So 1 for 5 from behind the arc. First quarter in the books, Pelicans. Leading score, 7 points by Jrue Holiday. And then 6 by Lonzo Ball right now. Lonzo with quite a bit of turnovers, though. A lot of questionable passes so far with 3 turnovers. Gamer Ben Wells, he's got either Louisville or Duke for the ACC winner. He puts out there. I'm going with a dark horse. I'm going Virginia there to win the ACC tournaments. Virginia's defense is just, man, it's locked down. Like, talk about ugly basketball, but able to win games. They're able to win games like by like final scores of crazy stuff like 52-48, 46 to. I think they beat Arizona State. It was something like 48-45. They played that one on the neutral court at Mohegan Sun back in November. I mean, talk about a gritty defensive lockdown type of team that just can't score but can still win games. That's going to be an interesting one tomorrow with the second time around, Louisville against Virginia. Yeah, Florida State 2-0 against Louisville this year. So if they do take on each other again, Florida State is the one that you got to go with because the matchup is just there. Florida State shuts down Jordan Nwora. That's the thing there. Whereas, like, Louisville was able to get past Duke because Duke defensively has been questionable this year. They've been struggling defensively. If you have, like, 2 guards that can light it up, then that's a problem. That's going to pose a problem there for Duke. Yeah, Ant here putting out Florida State winning the ACC championship. That could very well be a possibility. I do like Florida State and Virginia in the ACC title game. I'm going to go with a dark horse, though, being Virginia. Just because they've just been locked down. They only got 7 losses right now, and they're being portrayed as, like, I think, like a 9 or a 10 seed, even though they're ranked number 22. They shouldn't be a 10 seed at all. They're not on the bubble at all. They've completely risen this past month. They are just risen. The only reason why is that they only, like, score, like, 50-something per game. Yeah, Ant putting out, he doesn't get how they win, only scoring 50 points at most. It's crazy. Like, this team will win games like 52-50 and stuff like that. Like, they held, I think Duke's like a top 5 or top 8 offense or so in scoring this season. And they held them to 50 points a week ago. It's crazy. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting game tomorrow. Because Louisville is a really good shooting team. They're not really that bad defensively either. It's just, that game was into the 70s, which was interesting. Like, I don't know how Virginia even got, like, well into the 70s with Louisville. Do I play sports? I used to growing up, Seb, but I'm 24 years old now. But used to play baseball back in high school. And then I played basketball growing up throughout all the way up to middle school. So we're back to action right now. Pelicans with a quick score right there off their first possession, 34-26 right now. If you guys are new to the channel, 30 seconds through the second quarter, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Yeah, Duke's just had a rough season. It's going to be quite the tournament with a lot of upsets. Jay Crowder, right elbow J, puts that one up, and it's through for 2. 34-28. Through the first minute now of the second quarter. Shot fake. They're going to take a 3 by the Pelicans. They are money by Melly from the outside right there with a triple. Largest lead tonight here by New Orleans. They lead by 9. Heat with the basketball. Dribble drive inside. We get the foul picked up right now. Oh no. Pelicans injured. Pelicans players down right now. That is not good. That's Jrue Holiday. Jrue Holiday is down on the ground. He's able to get back up. Helped on his feet. So that's a good sign by Holiday. But it looks like the knee area right there for Holiday. Yep. I am 24. But I look younger. Some people think I look like much older because I have my mustache. A lot of people swear I'm like 27 or so, but I'm not actually 24. Yeah, Vegas Vix. Duke has had a rough season. Inside, Dragic puts it up, and that one banks it home up and in off the backboard for 2 by the Heat as we're back to action. 7-point game now, Pelicans with the basketball. Through the first minute of the second quarter. They dribble now top of the free throw circle. Holiday is okay. He is back on his feet now. He has the basketball at the top of the key for Jrue. Jrue bounce pass over to Zion. Zion left baseline, flings it back outside. Melly clears some space. Takes a 3, left corner, off the mark, no good. Rebounds. Back to the Heat here. Miami with the ball, 7-point game. They got it top of the key now. Into the hands of Butler. Butler over to Crowder, swings it back out left wing. Dragic moves it over to Crowder, back over to Dragic. He has it at the left wing, lobs it over left baseline. Low post back in their way, ball gets tipped out of bounds. It's the last touch by the Pelicans, so Heat will get it back here. Kelly Olynyk had it. Former Celtics player here. I remember that game. I think that was, what, 2017 against the Wizards. Just got mad hot in the playoff game. Left corner 3. Oh, he drains it down. 3-point shot right there by Duncan Robinson from behind the arc. 4-point game. Am I doing any games tomorrow? Yes, I do plan to do 2 games tomorrow. Kentucky, Florida at 1. And then Duke, UNC, part 2 at 6 p.m. So that should be a fun one. I remember that was crazy. That was crazy last month when they did Duke, UNC. We got the highest amount of views ever on the channel. Floater, left baseline. That one's good for 2 by the Pelicans. 9:40 left to go in the quarter. Miami swings it over to Robinson. Passes right baseline. They're going to take a deep 3. It's off the mark. No good right there by the Heat. Gets rebounded back to New Orleans. Pelicans with the basketball. Lob over the top. Deflected and stolen away back to Miami here. Miami push it up the court. 2-on-1. Fast break going into lane. Lays it up and they got fouled with the contact. Shot couldn't go. They'll go to the line, shoot 2. Gamer Ben Wells putting out. Feels like Gonzaga will lose in the first round. Is a huge upset. He puts out here. In the tournament. In the tournament or the conference tournaments? Because in the tournament, that's not happening. Because they're going to take on a 16 in the tournament. But in the conference tournament, it's not going to happen either. They're taking on the winner of San Francisco versus Pacific. Which, if Vaughn is in the chat here, he lives right down the road from Pacific, basically. He's not too far away from Pacific. And not too far away from San Francisco. 2 shots there go down by Duncan Robinson at the free throw line. It's a 4-point game, 9:20 left to go. But yeah, BYU and St. Mary's should be the 2-3 game. Gonzaga's the 1 seed though, so they'll take on the 4-5 of the conference tournament. 9:10 left to go. Swings it back over to the left wing, 3 ball up in the air. This one is up. This one is good by the Pelicans by Josh Hart. Puts it back to 7. 9 minutes left to go here. They move it over to the left wing. Olynyk with the basketball now. Spin move. Into the key. Kelly Olynyk floats it up. No good off the back iron. Tipped around. Rebound by the Pelicans by Josh Hart. Hart with the basketball. Dribble drive. Inside. Floats it up and he gets fouled. And 2 going up at the free throw line now by Josh Hart as Duncan Robinson picks up the personal for Miami. It's Gamer Wells puts out here. Kentucky is very up and down in men's college basketball. They just lost to Tennessee. How are they up and down? They were on an 8-game winning streak and they only played 1 bad half of basketball. That was it. They're 1 bad half of basketball. They were on an 8-game winning streak before that, so they're not up and down. It's not like they have like a record of 4-4 or something like that. That's called up and down. So both of the shots go down at the free throw line. 9-point game right now, 44-35. 8:40 left to go. Vegas Fix has a lot of hatred for Gonzaga. Yeah, I hope they move to like a power conference someday. WCC though this season, BYU indeed. BYU's got shooters. Closest competition to them. I think BYU could be dangerous as well. Like they got a lot of 3-point shooters. They can legit shoot the three from downtown with multiple guards. They're gonna be a problem in the tournament. And then I think their low post dude, Yoli Childs. Man, that team started out with a record of 6-3 because Childs was out for the first 9 games because he was suspended for the first nine games of the team. But man, watch out for that guy inside because he can do a lot of damage. That team, they've got the shooters there, sharp shooters for the guards. A lot of players on that team shooting 40 plus from behind the arc. They're just lighting it up. They're shooting the ball like ridiculous from 3-point range. They're number 1 in college basketball from 3-point range. So it's a 6-point game, 8:20 left to go as we're back to action. Kelly Olynyk with the basketball moves it back out. They're going to take a 3. Dragic takes it. No, can't make it. Rebound by the Pelicans here. Josh Hart with the ball. Moves it over to the top of the key to Melly. Melly now guarded by Olynyk. Hands this one off. Swings it over to Zion. Zion now at the free throw circle. Passes back outside. Deep 3 taking Melly. No good off the mark. They get the offensive rebound. Floats it up Holiday. And Jrue Holiday with a contact, and he's going to get fouled. Stops the clock with 7:57. Who do I like tomorrow? Tennessee, Auburn. I'm going to go Tennessee there. Auburn's having a lot of trouble closing out games. I really don't like Auburn in the tournament either. They keep on winning games in like overtime and stuff like that. Like multiple games they have won in overtime. Close games. Like they're a team I call lucky for Auburn. They're a team I call lucky, and I think Tennessee's going to get it tomorrow. The free throw is no good at the line there by the Pelicans. Miami get the basketball. They jam it down in the low post for 2. It's a 4-point game. 44-40, 7:40 left to go. Lobs it over the top right back at you with alley-oop, and that one gets thrown down by Zion. So Zion with alley-oop right there, throwing it down for the Pelicans. Timeout on the court, 46-40 with 7:39 left to go. So, yeah, Tennessee's looking hot, too. They're going to beat the top teams in the conference if they do beat Auburn. Florida, Kentucky, and they got Auburn to close it out. That's going to be huge there. Seb White putting out his basketball number. He puts out his 1 and 10 for his basketball. Oh, is that your record? Ouch there with the 1 and 10 record. So right now we're just in the TV timeout, everybody. Calipari, one of the 3 Naismith Coach of the Year semifinalists. Incredible job, like always, Coach Cal does. Every single season there. I think somebody else is probably going to get it, though. Most likely. I think, who's this? Coach Peichel for Rutgers. They just got to win a road game. That's the only thing for Rutgers. If they can go and beat Purdue, that's huge. If they can beat Purdue tomorrow. Will Kentucky win the SEC tournament? I'm going to say there's a really good chance that they will. Really good chance that they will there. It's just a couple hungry teams in the bubble. That's the thing that's going to determine the tournament. South Carolina and Arkansas and Mississippi State. All those teams are hungry. They just can't get complacent there. You got to just step on the gas pedal throughout the entire game. Tennessee in the bubble as well. You got 4 basically bubble teams there, fighting for a spot to be in the tournament. It's going to be crazy during tournament week. Hey, welcome to the channel here, Juan. Thanks so much for stopping by here, Juan. I appreciate it. Juan Manuel and Juan Jose on the channel here as well. Scody, welcome here. Scody Lynn Kendall, Clemson fan here for football. Welcome to the channel here. Oh, Seb's record is 4-0. Oh, his basketball number is 1-10. What? That's an odd number. So 1-10. Oh, maybe you got the number for like, maybe for home games you wear the number 1. And then maybe for away games you wear the number 10, something like that. He actually puts his basketball numbers actually 3. Yep, you guys definitely deserve a number 2 seed if you do win the SEC. Definitely deserve that 2 seed. Currently we're just on break. And just watch them give it to Duke. It'd be embarrassing if they give it to Duke. because it would be fun. It would be funny though if Duke lost to a 15. That's the thing. But I feel more confident that they would lose to a 14 in the first round, depending on the matchup. Oh, geez. By the way, Brown just beat Harvard tonight in the Ivy. That's crazy. I thought Harvard was good. They just no-showed today at home. Yale beat Dartmouth 72-61. Penn beat Cornell tonight 78-64. Princeton won against Columbia 81-58. So looks like the Ivy closed tonight with their games. We'll take a look at some of the other stuff. I know WCC, one of their tournament games is starting out right now. Richmond, final minute, leading Duquesne by 10, 69-59. So Richmond keeping on here to get into the tournament. As far as NBA scores going on right now, Spurs are getting demolished tonight against the Nets. Nets lead 86-68. Thunder up against the Knicks 64-52. Wow, last time I checked, the Celtics were beating the Jazz by like 8. Now they're trailing by 13 at halftime. What in the world happened here? Jazz outscoring the Celtics 32-20 in the second quarter, going into the half with a score of 62-49. Pacers up against the Bulls right now, 60-44. So we get back to action here, 46-40 to score. 7 minutes left to go. If you guys are new on the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play. Right corner 3, that one, an air ball, no good by Dragic of Miami. Rebound with the Pelicans. Pelicans at the left wing into the hands of Jackson. Moves it over top of the key Melly. Moves it out now to Hart. Hart takes a 3. He's got it. Josh Hart with a triple puts it back to 9. 6:45 left to go. Heat. We'll see how they respond to get the basketball. Right wing perimeter, Dragic. Bounce pass here to the right elbow. Miami with the ball now into the hands of Adebayo. Adebayo working on Melly. Making his move inside. Swings it back over to the left corner perimeter. Moves it back out to the left wing to Crowder. Crowder with the basketball. Takes a 3. It is up. It is no good off the mark. Rebound. Back over to the Pelicans here by Josh Hart. Full court pass right ahead of the pack to Zion, but launches over his head and it goes out of bounds. As Josh Hart says, that one is on him, as that is a turnover just way over the head of Zion, and it goes out of bounds. What about Tennessee? Tennessee's going to have to beat Auburn if they want to make it into the tournament. Then they're going to have to win a couple games there to get into the tournament, in my opinion. So if Tennessee loses to Auburn, it ruins their chances quite a bit. Because right now they're, I think, like the last projected either 4 or 8 outside the bubble right now. That's how they are. 6 minutes left to go. Lobs it over the top for the Heat, and they step out of bounds right on the baseline. They missed the alley-oop opportunity as Adebayo stepped on the baseline as Dragic floated it up right behind the hands of Adebayo. Couldn't catch it cleanly and went out of bounds. Yeah, it seems like nobody wants the 2 seed. I didn't see the game, but I saw the box score today when I was at work. When I first saw the box score, I was like, what in the world? You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna make it to the tournament for Northern Iowa. That shot's up and good. They don't have a good enough quality resume to do so. They only have 6 losses, but they're basically leaning off of that Colorado win to save their hopes to make it to the tournament. No good on a 3-point shot by the Heat. Rebound by the Pelicans. 5.5 left to go. Top of the key. Bounce pass over to Zion. Zion back in his way. Turnaround jumper. Left elbow. Banks it up and in right there by Zion off the backboard. Counts it for 2. And he'll go to the free throw line and shoot 1 now with a 13-point Pelicans lead. Hey, welcome to the channel here. Black One. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it, man. I call play-by-play NBA college basketball March Madness tournament on the channel. The trick shooting kids, welcome on the channel. Hello here. Thanks so much for stopping by as well on the channel right now. If you guys enjoy what I do, hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub here on the channel. Yep, Seb is a Ohio State fan. Vegas Vix doesn't have high hopes for Maryland. Right now, I don't either, man. I don't either at the moment. They're going to have to make a full turnaround in the conference tournament if they want to increase my chances, but all depends on the matchup. All depends on the first round matchup. They might be the one to get upset in the first round. Ain't going for Michigan State in the Big Ten. I'm gonna go there as well to win the Big Ten. I like Michigan State. They're getting hot at the right time, and that team looks good. That team looks good. They look potential Elite 8 or Final Four worthy. All depends on the matchup. That's the thing. That shot's up. That shot's good. 54-40. 5:25 left to go. Jay Crowder. On the last play, Jay Crowder got hurt, and he is leaving the game right now from Miami, so that's not a good sign. Ouch. It's not a good sign at all. So it's a 14-point game. Heat with the basketball now at the left wing. Passes it back out top of the key. Dribble drive inside to the free throw circle now. They got it. Moves it back out to the right wing for the Heat. Hey, welcome in there. Alex, thanks so much, man, for stopping by. Butler has it. Low post, Jimmy Butler puts it up. And they're going to put it up. Is it going to go through right there with a foul? Yes, indeed. They're going to count the bucket for 2. Butler was fouled in the low post, so he'll go to the line and shoot the and 1. Hey, welcome in. Chris S., my man. Thanks so much for stopping by here again. Yep, Duncan Robinson. Just incredible game in the last one for Duncan. Just absolutely lights out. He drained down 9 3-point shots. They had a franchise record 22 3-pointers, by the way, in the last game. So with the contact, Butler got the shot to go right there at the free throw line. And he's going to shoot the and 1 at the line. And Jimmy Butler hits it. It's 54-43. Iowa women playing the Big Ten tournament right now and winning that game as they just started. There you go, man, as we get back to action in this one. Pelicans up by 11. They get the basketball to the right wing into the hands of Hart. Let me know down in the chat below if you guys are a Pelicans fan or a Heat fan. I call play-by-play all different types of basketball teams here. NBA, college, March Madness on the channel. So if you're new, feel free to let me know what fan you are on the channel here. That shot partially blocked. It's going the other way here with the Heat. Heat right baseline dribble. Lost control of the basketball, though, as it goes out of bounds. So a turnover by Miami. Pelicans will get it back. Zion the truth here. Zion the man. If they want to make a run here to the number 8 seed for the playoffs, all starts with a big fella, Zion, to carry the team right now. I think they're 5 games behind Memphis, so they're trying to make a run for it. Oh, they saved the basketball. They've had a great start to this one. They have it at the right wing perimeter. Swings it back out. Passing right corner. Open 3 in the air. It is good money. Hits the triple. It's Brandon Ingram from behind the arc. 57-43. 3:40 left to go. Chris S. is good. Awesome, man. He is watching a D3 tournament game right now. Good luck with the D3 tournament game, my man. Thanks so much for stopping by here, brother. That shot's good. In the key by Miami for 2. 57-45. 3.5 left to go in corner number 2. Floats it up. Left elbow. That shot's up. Too strong off the backboard. No by Holiday, but he gets fouled, and Giroux will go to the line shoot too. Hey, we got Dono hype here on the channel. Thank you so much, Jack, for your generosity. I appreciate my man for the Dono. Black Juan asking me, am I doing the Lakers game next? Unfortunately, no. This is just the only game that I'm doing here tonight. That game's really late for me. I'm from Massachusetts, by the way, in the U.S., so it's already past 9 o'clock here. So, unfortunately, I can't do that game tonight. But feel free to ring the notification bell when you guys want to know when I do go live the next time. Hit the subscribe, hit the mod if you guys enjoy my channel here. Scotty is a Clemson football fan. Hey, welcome in here, Triet. Thanks so much for stopping by. What is good, my man? Welcome back on the channel. So we get back to action now. Heat with the basketball, moves it over. Right wing, takes a 3. It's off the mark. No good. Rebound back to the Pelicans. Pelicans hit the free throw on their last trip of the line. Pelicans have it. Top of the key. Moves it over to Lonzo. Lonzo at the left wing. Welcome here, Kyson's Nation. Thanks so much for stopping by. Can you be moderator? Not on your first time here on the channel. Keep on coming back. It takes about quite a while, a couple months here on the channel, 3 or 4 months to get a blue wrench. Can't show up here first stream and expect that at all because I don't know you at all in the first stream here. But if you guys enjoy the content, keep on coming back, and after you guys keep on coming back after like 3 or 4 months or so, I'll hit you up with a blue wrench if you're dedicated and show that you're good here on the channel. They get the bucket right there in the low post by the Pelicans, 60-45 to score. Heat take the 3 off the mark. New Orleans inside as they get the rebound. They pass it inside, right baseline. They're going to float it up. It's good for 2. So timeout here on the clock. Huge timeout taken. Man, Pelicans running away with this one. 62-45 right now with 2:35 left to go in the second quarter before half in this one. Yeah, Tree, I so agree with you. 10:30 p.m. East Coast games. By the way, I never stream those games. I will never stream a game here past 10 o'clock. So if you're ever looking for a 10 o'clock game, I will never stream one because I have to get up early every single morning. So the latest time I'll ever stream a game is a 9:30 start time. But for the NBA stuff, I usually cover, if it's a 9:30 game and that's the second one, I always cover the 7. Hey, welcome back here, Jalad, and thanks so much for stopping by. I don't know anymore puts out, oh, well, he's a Celtics fan now. Well, Celtics not doing any better, I don't think. Against the Jazz, they just, they were up by a bunch early on, and now they're down by 13 at halftime, 62-49 right now. If you guys need any college basketball or NBA scores, let me know down in the chat below as well. Chris S. putting out Penn State Harrisburg against number 5 Johns Hopkins, double overtime. And he thinks Penn State will win it. Oh, wow, Johns Hopkins today played with, I think that was the game that was supposed to play with, like, 0 fans, I think. I think that was the game that was supposed to play with 0 fans for D3. That's crazy. So Penn State Harrisburg won 104-96. It's Gamer Ben Wells puts out, he will keep coming back every time. I appreciate my man. And yep, Jelana's first week right now on the channel. Scotty is Clemson ball football, but he is on his... Oh, okay, so you're Clemson. Okay, so this is Scotty here. Okay. So he is Clemson ball football. So yes. Yes, so he is play-by-play sports who had his account before that. Okay, so cool. Yep, Triet putting out Northern Iowa basketball is legit. LOL. Oh, man. You crush them 6 days ago, and then you lose by 21 in the conference tournament in the quarterfinal when you're the clear-cut number 1 seed. It is embarrassing. That is an embarrassment there for Northern Iowa. So currently we're just on break. Can I give you a rent, Seb putting out here? You got to keep on coming back to the channel, man. It doesn't happen like after a week or so. Keep on coming back on the channel here. If you guys are consistent, come back like 3 or 4 months or so, I'll hit you guys up on one. So let's see. You want the Tennessee Bulls game? I'll update you on that score. Tennessee versus Kentucky right now for women's. Kentucky up at halftime, 44-28 at the moment against Tennessee. And the Lady Vols game for you. Zion tonight, 15 minutes, 11 points. At the moment, we get back to action in this one. 2.5 left to go before halftime. Heat with the basketball. Struggling now out of Bio. Takes the jumper. That one's off the mark. No good. Rebound with the Pelicans. Pelicans have it at the left elbow. Into the hands of Frank Jackson. Moves it back to the top of the key now. Hands it off to Lonzo Ball. Lonzo now swings it back over to the left wing into the hands of Ingram. Ingram passes left baseline to Jackson. Jackson with the basketball. Hey, welcome in there. Jack put it out. Give a shout out to Cheyenne, my buddy Gal. Cheyenne, my buddy Gal. Thank you so much for stopping by here. 2:08 left to go. We have a quick foul on the court right now. It's going to be offensive by the Pelicans, so ball goes back over to the Heat. Miami with the ball. Dragic has it left wing. Bounce pass to the top of the key to Butler. Butler moving towards his right. Makes his move now inside. Low post here by Jimmy Butler. Going to dribble back out to the left elbow. Swings it back. Robinson passes Adebayo. Adebayo now taking on one man into the paint. Floats it up with a bump, and the shot will go up, and we get a foul before the contact. They're going to count the bucket. They're going to count the bucket. ESPN with a late scoreboard change there, 62-47. So they will count the bucket. I thought the foul was before the shot, but they say it's during the process of the shot. So Bam Adebayo to shoot the and one at the line. Tie game. Thank you so much for the update there, Gamer Ben Wells. Valpo tied with a 2 seed in the conference tournament for the Valley, for Missouri Valley. Loyola, Illinois with 10 seconds left to go. That is crazy. Man, chaos breaking out in the Missouri Valley once again. What else is new? San Diego State versus Boise State just started. SDSU leading 9-2 the score right now. Alex putting out here, Roy Marble Sr. currently holding the title. 2,116 points over his career, averaging 15.8 points per game right now at Iowa. Yeah, make sure to hit the thumbs up if you guys are new. Subscribe button, as I call play-by-play here at basketball. I'm Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Currently, we're on the TV timeout. And that point total is to the, okay, so, per game over the 86-89 seasons. Luka Garza, Alex is talking about for Iowa right now. 16 points per game over his career to 12.1 to 13.1 last year. And now just an incredible season he has had. Amassed 1,531 career points. Thus, potential senior year, he would have to need to score fewer than 600 points, which is a paltry sum given his exploits this season. Yeah, if he's back for senior season, he's going to be averaging like crazy, like 27, 28 next year. It's going to be insane there for Luka Garza. So Luka Garza breaks Iowa's single season scoring record. Basically, Alex putting out there. When he comes back next season, it's just going to be insane if he does come back. Okay, Gamer Ben Wells putting out Valpo in overtime right now against Loyola of Chicago. What a game between these two teams. Currently, we're just on the TV timeout here. Minute 50 left to go in this one. Hey, welcome to the channel here. Unredacted. Thanks so much for stopping by. Beverly, Reggie Jackson now. Yakeem Noah, if they can sign Shrek and Freddy Krueger, and then the Clippers will have an all-ugly team he puts out here. Clippers, man, just top to bottom. Like, if everybody's healthy in the playoffs, that team's going to be one tough team to beat. Cody putting out, he's really upset with Tennessee. Well, it's just the women's team, Cody. It's just the women's team there. I mean, it's just one game, too. It's not like it's the end of the world. It's just one game. Oh, indeed, Uncle Pizzo. Zion for sure is a force. I hope so, too, that he can have a really good 10-year run plus even more from that. If he can put together like a 15 to like 18-year career here, that will be insane for Zion if he's able to stay healthy, barring like any other injuries he has. It's just the thing about getting into shape and everything with Zion, he'll get there, I hope, or so. I feel like throughout the course of the season, I think that he's gonna be like much like better, so as far as like stamina wise and things like that. But when he was first starting playing, that's when it was like a lot of like difficulty or so. We're back to action. 1:45 left to go in this one. Jaladin here checked Villanova's last game. Took about 23 3-point shots that night, so now he sees what I'm talking about. Yes, Villanova's such a hard team to read because they average, I think, like 27 3-point shots per game. And they're not like BYU. They can't drain down triples like BYU, but they're not terrible at 3-point shots. It's just when they take on a team that can guard the perimeter like Providence has been much, much better during the course of like the last like 35 days or so guarding the 3-ball. Then that's where the matchup will come in handy for the opponent when they take on Villanova. We got a foul in the court right now. First shot here at the line is a Heat foul they picked up. So the Pelicans at the line. They missed the first one at the free throw line with Frank Jackson. Coming into the game now for Miami. Stepping in, Andre Iguodala. He's on the court for the Heat right now. He's checking off of this game. Number 11 for the Heat right now. Checking off. But Pelicans will shoot their second one at the free throw line. That one's up. That one's through. 63-45. 63 to... 1 second here. Checking the score. Yeah, 63 to 40. 1 second, they took the bucket away from the board. So it's 63 to 45. So before break, I just noticed that ESPN, they took the score off the board from Miami. They had 47. They took a look at it at the review thing once before we got to break, and they took it off the board saying it was an offensive foul by Miami. So they looked at it. And they took away the points. Here goes the Heat, though, at the line. So Butler gets fouled. He'll go to the line. 1:31 left to go. Wofford's about to win, and they are a 7 seed. Gamer Ben Wells putting out. That's crazy. First shot good by Miami. Hey, welcome to the channel here. Dante Gaines, what is up? Thank you so much for stopping by, finding my channel. I appreciate it. When am I doing my next stream? Tomorrow, Kentucky versus... Florida, and I think Duke versus UNC. Second shot, no good at the line by Jimmy Butler. By the way, San Diego State losing to Boise State right now, 15-12. Top of the key. Pelicans, shot fake here. Dribble drive. Inside, try to float it up with heart. No good. Lost control of the basketball. Stolen right back by the Heat. Miami with the ball now. 1:10 left to go. Pass right up the court, and they're going to lay it up and in for two by Butler. 15-point game as we approach 1 minute left to go before halftime. Pelicans with the ball, right corner. Moves it back to the right wing, back to the top of the key. Shot fake here into the hands of Josh Hart. Moves it back over to Lonzo. Passes now to the right wing to Ingram. Ingram dribbles to the right corner. Brandon Ingram with the basketball. Takes on his one-man Butler. Passes over top of the key here. Back to the top once again. Passing over to Ingram. Ingram makes his move. Right elbow. No good. Off the mark. Rebound by the Heat. 40 seconds left to go here. Miami with the ball. Leaves it over to Butler. Butler into the lane. Lays it up and he gets fouled. Shot no good. So Jimmy buckets here for this one. Going to the line to shoot two here by Butler. Hey, Vaughn is back here. Welcome back, Vaughn, in the channel. If Pacific beats San Francisco, Vaughn, on Sunday, I believe I'm gonna call the Gonzaga game for you on Monday there. I looked at it. That's the game on ESPN, so I think I'm gonna be streaming that one. Gonzaga against the winner of San Francisco versus Pacific, the 5-4 seed in the WCC. First shot's good by Butler at the line. So that is crazy that Wofford is about to win that game. Second shot, Butler hits at the free throw line. 35 seconds left to go before halftime. Ingram moves it over left wing. Three ball in the air. Pelicans off the mark. No good. Tipped around. Rebound by Butler here to Heat. If you guys are new, first timer on the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up. Hit the like, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play college basketball, NBA, March Madness tournament on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. We're going to follow the clock right now. Let me know down in the chat below who you're rooting for in this game. If you're a Miami fan, if you're a Pelicans fan, let me know down in the chat below. So that is the Southern Conference. So they are in action right now with that game with Wofford and their opponent. I'm going to take a look at that for you guys. Wow. Okay. So Wofford's taking on the Citadel. So, yeah, that's no problem there for Wofford tonight. So they're taking on the Citadel. I thought it was like a 7-2 matchup. It's a 7-10, actually. Because VMI beat Sanford earlier today. But those aren't any good, like, quality teams in the conference, though. Free throws here at the line. Butler hits his first one. Second one, no good, though. Rebounded by the Pelicans. Pelicans now with 9 seconds left to go before halftime. 1 second differential, shot clock and game clock. Dribble drive. Turnaround, mid-range jumper and a key. It's off the mark, no good. But we have a foul. Major foul on the court. Brandon Ingram gets fouled with 1.7. It's a 12-point game right now. So we have a stoppage in time with a 1.7 seconds left to go. Hey, welcome to the channel here. Caesar, thanks so much for stopping by, liking the Heat in this one. I appreciate it for finding my channel. Dante Gaines, welcome to the channel, likes the Heat as well. A Grizzlies fan, so puts out need the Pelicans to lose this one. Thank you guys so much for stopping by on the channel and finding it. I appreciate it, everybody. Pelicans at the line, drill both of the shots down at the free throw line. Heat gets it, takes the three ball, it's up. No good, too strong off the backboard, and we go into halftime right now. It's a 13-point lead by the Pelicans as they go into half. Jimmy Butler leading the way by far from Miami with a 17-point. Zion right now. 1 second here. Is it? Oh, 1 second. It's 50. It's 51. So we go into halftime 65-51. So they didn't get the other free throw as they just put it like that. Okay, so yeah, Zion with 11, but leading the way here, Jrue Holiday with 12 points at halftime. So 65-51 right now. Cody put it out. Favorite rookie, A.J. Brown for Tennessee. He was great last year, man. I like DK Metcalf. He was a really good player last season. Caesar putting out, keep streaming tomorrow. Yeah, whenever you guys want to, like, know when I stream, make sure to hit that notification bell so you do get informed when I stream. I do plan to cover college tomorrow. I cover a lot of college games mostly. March Madness tournament, a couple NBA games when I do have a chance, when it's on, like, national TV. Usually Wednesdays and Fridays since they're on ESPN. Tomorrow, though, I'm going to do 2 college games. Kentucky versus Florida at 1. And then Duke versus UNC. We got massive people during that one. We get over like 8,000 viewers during that stream, by the way. That was crazy like a month ago. Triet putting out here. Belmont, clean win. So, Ohio Valley. Let's see here. Ohio Valley in action. With the Belmont Bruins. Yeah, Belmont up against Eastern Kentucky now 43-33. They look like they're the clear-cut favorite. So, yeah, they're already onto their conference semis. So, Belmont's up against Eastern Kentucky by 10 right now. Murray State takes on Austin P for the 2-3 battle later today in that conference. It's a good one to keep our eyes on. Let's see here. West Coast. Take a look at the West Coast here. My man Vaughn out in the West Coast as well. San Francisco not too far away from him. 19-8. San Fran is up against Loyola Marymount. I won't stream NBA tomorrow because I don't have the channels for NBA games. I can only get the games when they're on, like, ESPN. I actually don't have cable. I can only get them on ESPN because I don't have any, like, NBA League Pass or anything like that. I cover, it's mostly college. Like, the percentage is, like, 80 to 20 since college is on ESPN a lot here. And I know, like, a whole ton about the bracket as well. So usually NBA is mostly Wednesday and Friday, mostly. Dude, Boise State is on it right now. They're beating San Diego State by 9 right now with 10 minutes left to go in the first half. Crazy. So Boise State up 21-12. Right now we're just on breaking this one at halftime, everybody. Yeah, San Diego State down by 9. Crazy. Just absolutely insane. Like, what's going on? I can't believe Wyoming. I mean, take a look at their seed. I think there's something crazy, like an 11 seed or something ridiculous. They have beat the number 6 and the number 3. Like, in back-to-back games. They won against Nevada yesterday, who is the number 3 seed. Like, that's insane. So let's see here. Mountain West tournament bracket. Right now we're just on halftime. Yeah, Wyoming is an 11 seed. They have beaten back-to-back games Colorado State as a 6. And then yesterday they won against the 3 seed Nevada. And now they're taking on Utah State later tonight. Oh, that game's so late, 11:30. That's crazy. Imagine if Wyoming beats Utah State and Boise State beats San Diego State. That'd be crazy. Wyoming's got a record of 9-23. 2-16 in the Mountain West. Like, that's insane. Richmond has beaten Duquesne tonight. So, final score that one, 73-62. So, Richmond's chances to keep on making the tournament, keep on improving right now with another win against a 20-win program. Davison up against VCU 17-15. Kind of a lost season for VCU this year for college. Other games going on tonight here. Valparaiso, Loyola Chicago. That game's still in overtime, tied up at 72 with a final 13 seconds left to go in overtime. By the way, number 1 seed in Northern Iowa lost by 21 today in the first game against Drake. So the 8 seed in the Mountain West quarters got a victory. It's crazy there what's going on in conference tournaments right now. Kentucky beating Tennessee. Cody putting out for women's basketball 56-39. What seed do I think Louisville will get? Will it be, I think they'll be on number 2. Probably a number 2. Depending their exit, though, in the ACC tournament. That's the only thing. If they do lose against somebody who's, like, terrible in the ACC tournament, let's say somebody like a Boston College, or like somebody who shouldn't be making the tournament this year for March Madness, like a Syracuse, or somebody that they should beat, then they would probably go down to a 3, depending on what else happens, like in front of them and behind them. So I would say probably a 2 for Louisville. Yeah, Santa Clara versus Pepperdine. That game is late. Tria putting out here. Yeah, those WCC games are just super duper late. So that game is WCC. Yeah, Wyoming, Utah State. That one tips off at like 11:30. Man, yeah, that game tips off at 11, so Wyoming, Utah State's half an hour later after Santa Clara Pepperdine. We'll take a look at NBA scores for everybody right now. Bradley Beal dropping down 35. Wizards just beat the Hawks tonight, 118 to 112 the final. Nets crushed the Spurs throughout the entirety of the course of this game as the Nets trying to go down the home stretch, final 9 minutes. Nets are up 122 to 104 right now. Karis LeVert, he was out of his mind earlier this week, dropping 51 against the Celtics. He's got 27 tonight against the Spurs. Thunder up against the Knicks at the end of the third quarter, 95 to 78. Celtics trailing by 7. Big 3-point shot by Jason Tatum right now. Marcus Smart with 20 points. It's a 7-point game between the Jazz and the Celtics in the third quarter with 4.5 left to go. Boise State up by 14 freaking points right now against San Diego State. Watch out for an upset there. Watch out for an upset. I'm rooting for I'm going to the Boston University game, by the way, on Sunday. I can't believe it that they're in the semifinals for the Patriot League. I just can't believe that. And the number 2 seed American just got taken out by Bucknell as the 7. So BU actually hosts the 7 seed in the conference tournament in the semifinals for Patriot League on Sunday. So I'll be at that game praying that Lafayette takes down Colgate, which Lafayette has beaten Colgate twice, which Colgate has only I think they only have 7 or 8 losses this season for Colgate. The only team with single digits in the conference. But that would be crazy if BU was seeded, that they would play San Diego State in the first round, and if they could take them out. But if SDSU loses that, it's going to be Dayton should be the 1 seed. Hey, welcome on the channel, Zosi. Thanks so much for stopping by. Pelicans are heat on the second half here. I feel like Miami's going to make a comeback, so I'm going to go Miami in this one. I had said Miami at the start of this game. I feel like a lot of the NBA games I have covered, it seems like the team that's always in the lead, always blows it in the second half. So I'm going to go the Heat in this one. But welcome to the channel here, Zosi. Thanks so much for stopping by, finding my channel. It means a whole lot to me. If you guys are a first timer here, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub. Notification bell goes a long way as well. I call play-by-play of basketball games, NBA, college basketball, March Madness tournament on the channel. Hey, welcome in, Bradley here. Thanks so much, bud, for stopping by, Bradley, again. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, Gamer Ben Wells putting out, yeah, bad loss in the conference tournament would be against Georgia Tech, which I don't even know if Georgia Tech's able to participate in their conference tournaments. I don't even know. I think they're banned this year because they're not allowed to play in the NCAA tournament. Never mind, they're not going to make it in either way for Georgia Tech. Poor San Diego State, down by 14. Trey putting out hopes that Hampton beats Radford in the Big South. That would be crazy if Hampton beats Radford. Radford, the number 1 in the Big South. Penn State smacking around Northwestern. Yeah, Northwestern, rough season for them. Same as Nebraska. Just don't expect anything out of those 2 teams. Let's see other NBA scores right now. Mavericks up against the Grizzlies at halftime, 61 to 49. Suns up by a good amount against the Trailblazers early on, 34 to 18. Magic lead the Timberwolves 85 to 66. Markelle Fultz tonight, he's got 18 points showing up for that game for Orlando. Pacers leading the Bulls tonight, 75 to 58. Sabonis with a double-double already. Not even through the entirety of the third quarter. It's 20 points, 11 rebounds. Hey, welcome in here, Alex, my man. Thanks so much for stopping by again. Yeah, feel free, guys. Make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you enjoy what I do as well. That is insane. Gamer Ben Wells with an update right there, man. So Valparaiso, the 7 seed, has just taken out Loyola of Chicago, the 2 seed, in the conference tournament. So not only the 1 seed falls in the Valley tonight for the Arch Madness for Missouri Valley, but the 2 seed falls in the same day. That is insane. 74-73 in overtime. Talk about chaos on the bracket there. Somebody is going to the tournament with a trash record, basically. That, oh man. Dude, that's insane. And Vaughn is back again here. Yeah, I was talking about it, Vaughn, a couple of minutes ago. I was talking about it. I do plan to cover a Gonzaga game on Monday. since Gonzaga is playing on ESPN, I think, at 9 o'clock. But these are the two teams that Gonzaga will be taking on. The winner of San Francisco versus Pacific. Pacific is the 4 seed, and San Francisco is the 5 seed. I think San Francisco is playing right now, though. They're going to have to get past Loyola Marymount. And San Francisco having no problem so far. 32-19, they lead Loyola Marymount. Yup, one-word upset. So Loyola Chicago loses to Valpo. That is just crazy. So currently we're just at halftime, everybody. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Boise State is up by 12 points with 6 minutes and 38 seconds left to go in the first. Gamer Ben Wells is putting out right now. Davison in a tight one, leading VCU 24-23. The score in that game at the moment tonight. Yeah, Boise State leading by 14 here, guys. 33-19 with 6:20. Do I have BYU TV? I actually do not have BYU TV, Vaughn. I just heard of that like the first time today in like a long time. But I don't have that. It's not even close to my area. But I bet you do, though. I bet you do. I don't have like the Longhorn Network and any of those things. What is the Tennessee game? Tennessee women's basketball. I'll take a look at that right now. Oh, man, they're getting crushed right now, Cody. Kentucky women's leading Tennessee women's tonight 68-46. So not looking too promising. Down by 22 points with a minute and 50 left to go in the third quarter. By the way, Wyoming, a number 11 seed in their conference tournament in the Mountain West, makes it all the way to the Mountain West semis to take on number 2 seeded Utah State. And San Diego State is getting killed right now. They are losing 35-19. 35-19. It's crazy. They're gonna be out in the first round. They're gonna be a 2 seed. They're gonna lose to a 15. They will lose to a 15, I bet you. Hampton beating 1 seed Radford. Dude, it's chaos. Fire the coach, she puts out. Absolute chaos. So we're going to go to the third quarter here in just a moment. If you guys enjoy the content here on the channel, feel free to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play basketball, NBA, college basketball, March Madness tournament on the channel, on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Feel free to let me know down in the chat below if you're a Pelicans fan or a Heat fan as well, if you guys would let me know down in the chat below. Yeah, poor North Carolina. Gamer Ben Wells puts out here. Maybe next year. It's not over yet. They still have the conference tournament. Like, anything could happen, but it's just probably not, though. They're going to have to go through the toughest way to get there. But they are getting better. They could possibly surprise a couple teams in their conference tournament. They could possibly shock Duke tomorrow, but I'm not really betting on it that strongly. So Big South has got their conference tournament. Yeah, Radford is down right now in the semifinal of that conference tournament. We get back to action in this one for quarter number 3. And that just starts out with a 3-ball by the Pelicans. They're up 68-51 automatically. Lonzo Ball drains down the triple from behind the arc. Heat now with the basketball. Dribble drive. Inside Adebayo. He floats it up, but he gets fouled. So Adebayo will go to the free throw line, shoot 2 now. It's going to be a tough task to do for sure, Gamer Ben Wells. Unlikely it will happen, but you honestly never know. But they're playing better basketball lately, but they're beating bottom of the conference teams. That's the problem. And I don't think, in order to make it into March Madness, they're going to have to win the entire ACC title, which is slim to none. 3-point shot, no good at the top of the key by the Heat. Rebound over by the Pelicans. Pelicans with the basketball into the hands of Lonzo. Swings it back out top over to Ingram, back over to Lonzo here. Holds it through the first minute, now the third quarter. Passes to Zion. Zion back in his way. Low post, swings it back out to the top. Lonzo moves it over left corner. They take a 3. It is up. No good off the back iron. Tipped out of bounds. Last touched out of bounds by the Heat by Butler in the low post. So it goes back to the Pelicans here. Pelicans ball. 10:53 left to go in quarter number 3. It's 68-51. They have it right baseline. Pelicans with the basketball. Moves it over to the right wing here to Ingram. Ingram with the ball with 4 on the shot clock. Passes. Inside low post shot fake. Puts it up. Too high off the backboard. No good by Derek Favors. Rebound by Miami. Heat with the ball right back. They have that now at the top of the key. Miami hands this one off to Duncan Robinson off the screen. Takes a 3. He is money. Automatic from behind the arc by Duncan Robinson. They're going to need a whole lot more of those if they want to come back. 14-point game right now. Robinson with 12. 4 for 6 from behind the arc. Pelicans with it. Lobs it over the top to the right baseline for New Orleans. New Orleans swings it back outside to the right wing. Over to Ingram. Ingram push it over to the left corner. Zion moves it now to the free throw circle. Dribbling into the key. Holiday almost lost it. Passes over to Ingram though. 3-ball. Right corner off the mark. No good. On a missed 3-point shot by Brandon Ingram. Rebound over to Miami. Heat with the ball. 10 minutes left to go in the third. They have it now at the right wing. Passes over to the right corner to Butler. Butler with the basketball here. Moves it over back over to Butler. Butler right baseline. Dribble slams it down for 2 by Jimmy Butler. Trying to come back here. 12-point game. 9:40 left to go in quarter number 3. Pelicans with the basketball. Moves it over to the left corner perimeter. Dribbling. Takes a deep 2. That one an air ball to get the offensive rebound. Favors. Puts it up. Blocked from behind. Ball tipped out of bounds. And it's out of bounds by Derek Favors of the Pelicans. So we'll go back over to Miami here. I should put a basketball banner in the back of my room. When I usually stream from the living room, I have stuff that I put up and things like that. But I need the laptop for this game, and I have the HDMI cord in my bedroom, so that's why I usually stream on the weeknights over on my bedroom. Miami won in the key right there. Put up the shot. It's going to count for Jimmy Butler. 2 points right there by Jimmy. Stops the clock with 9:10 left to go in the third. Look at that. Heat on a run of their own at the moment here. So we go into a TV timeout. Where's Paige Buchers going, Jason? Putting out here. Watched her drop 43 in the game. Is it Northern Iowa? I have no clue, honestly. Here, I'll take a look at it if I can see anything about that. Interesting. Oh, no. Not at all. Oh, she committed for UConn. So, looks like she committed to UConn to play our college ball classic. And Cody is playing the football game right now. Hey, welcome in, Cat Fan. Thanks so much for stopping by. San Diego State down to 7 right now. That team can score quick, but still, they shouldn't be playing like these type of games like early on. It's going to bite them in the back in the tournament when somebody can just lock down on you defensively. Yeah, Boise State puts it back to 7 here. 38-31 now. VCU up against Davison, 35-30. San Francisco up against Loyola Marymount, 39-26 at the end of the first half. They're at halftime. Can't believe it. Valparaiso, though, getting it done. A 7 seed over a 2 seed. Chaos in that tournament bracket. The 10-point game here at the moment, everybody. We'll be back after this TV timeout over on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Duke or North Carolina tomorrow? I'm going to go Duke there. I'll go Duke at home, but UNC's been improving a lot. So UNC's been improving a lot. Hopefully they're able to give it a good fight. But I'm going to go Duke. I expect a lot of points tomorrow, though. Currently, we're on a TV timeout. 9:10 left to go in the third quarter. Leading scorer for the Heat, Jimmy Butler with 21. 12 points for Duncan Robinson off 4 3-point shots in this game. Pelicans leading scorer tonight during this one for New Orleans. Look like it goes to Jrue Holiday. 12 points, 4 assists by Jrue. 11 points by Lonzo. 11 points by Zion so far in this game. Zion perfect 5 for 5 from the floor. Brandon Ingram struggling mightily tonight here. 1 for 12. In this game by Brandon Ingram, only with 5 points so far for somebody who averages like 24.6 points per game. Who do I think will win tomorrow, Louisville or Virginia? Tomorrow, Gamer Ben Wells puts out here. I feel like Virginia's just going to play spoiler again. I think Virginia's hot at the right moment. So I'm going to go Virginia there. Yeah, Vaughn put out Duke hasn't been good lately. Duke is at home. I think the home court for Duke's going to be the upper hand in that game. So I do like Duke and home. Even though UNC is gunning better. Virginia lost the first time. I think they're going to give it like a one hell of an effort second time here against Louisville. Virginia might make a run. You're for sure right, Cat fan. I don't think they can go to the Final Four for Virginia. But I think they can stun some teams given the matchup. They could possibly go to the Sweet 16. We're back to action here. 9 minutes remain in the third quarter. We get a foul right off the inbound by the Heat here on the court. Stops the clock. I've actually got Virginia winning the ACC tournament, Cat fan. Virginia versus Florida State. They move it out at the left wing perimeter. Passing now to left baseline. Zion dishes it back outside now. Top of the key. Over to Holiday. Takes a three. Jrue. He has got it. Jrue is true for the triple. Puts it to 13. 8:45 left to go in the quarter. Miami with the basketball now. Top of the key with Butler. Butler with it. As he dribbles towards his right. Makes his move now at the right baseline. Swings it back out to the left wing perimeter. Over to the top of the key. They take another three. Robinson from deep. It's off the mark. No good. Rebound. Back to the Pelicans. Pelicans with the basketball. San Diego State down by only 1 point. They were down by like 14 a couple of minutes ago. That shot no good. Zion with a putback though. Goes up and in for 2 by Zion. And he gets fouled as well. Right from behind. So Zion will go to the free throw line and shoot 1. If you guys enjoy the content on the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up. Hit the like. Hit the sub here as I call play-by-play basketball. I'm Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Welcome all to the channel. Let me know down in the chat below if you guys are new who you're rooting for in this game, by the way. If you're a Pelicans fan or a Heat fan, as I call basketball play-by-play. Zion makes it into a 3-point play. It's 74-58. 14 points, perfect 6 for 6 from the floor by Zion. Butler swings it back out to the right wing. 3 in the air. Off the mark, no good. A rebound by the Pelicans. Pelicans get the ball right back here. Joel's past the half-court logo. Into the hands of Lonzo. Lonzo now swings it over to the left wing into the hands of Brandon Ingram. Ingram has the basketball. Ingram now. Joel's left elbow. Swings it back out to Lonzo. Passes over to Holiday. Corner 3. Jrue. It's true again. Back-to-back triples from behind the arc by Jrue Holiday. It's now a 19-point game. 18 now for Holiday in this one. Heat with the ball. Moves it over to the left corner perimeter into the hands of Kendrick Nunn. Dribbles. Left elbow jumper. Nunn. Off the mark, no good. Rebound by the Pelicans here. 7.5 left to go in the quarter. Pelicans with the ball. Passes to Zion. Zion into the lane. Tried to go for the layup. Too high off the backboard on the reverse hand and missed it. No good. Rebound Heat. Heat with the basketball. Going full length distance to the court. They get fouled and will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 here by Derek Jones as he got fouled from behind by Holiday. Vaughn will try to go to a Pacific game one day. He's not too far away from Pacific. Hopefully, I'll be able to stream a Pacific game for you on Monday, Vaughn. If they're able to beat San Francisco tomorrow, hopefully I can stream that Pacific game for you. I think either tomorrow or Sunday they take on San Francisco. But whoever wins that game will take on Gonzaga. That's the 4-5 seed. Yeah, Lonzo last game really good for the Pelicans there, dropping down 25. He had a double-double with his 11 rebounds as well. Kentucky beating Tennessee in women's basketball tonight, 73-52, putting out here. Maybe better for the next game there for Tennessee. They're taking a look at the review board on the foul from behind by the Heat just moments ago. They're taking a look at that to see if there's any flagrant to it by Jrue Holiday. Right from behind into the lane as Derek Jones tried to put up his shots. If you guys are a first timer on the channel, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub here. I call play-by-play basketball, NBA, March Madness, tournament, college basketball on the streams. Let me know down in the chat below who you're a fan of, if you're a Heat fan or a Pelicans fan as well. We have 7 minutes, 22 seconds left to go in the third quarter right now. And they're taking a look at the foul on the court committed by Jrue Holiday from behind. Yeah, feel free to check out the Discord, guys, as well. Alex just put out the link of the Discord as we build up the play-by-play sports community over there. Scoreboard updates for the NBA tonight. Jazz lead the Celtics 81-66. Nets have led the entire game against the Spurs, trying to close it out with the final 5 seconds, which they will. It's 139-121. That game is over, actually, as it just turned the final. So it was a flagrant from behind by Jrue Holiday. First shot no good at the free throw line. It's a miss there by Derek Jones of Miami. Second shot coming up at the line here by Jones. 7:22 left to go in the quarter. Jones hits that one for the Heat. Have another shot coming up here on the at the free throw line. And that shot's no good. Rebound by Miami going inside. The ball tipped out of bounds, though, by the Pelicans, so the Heat will get it back. Looking for a foul. There was no foul, but Butler will get back the basketball here for Miami. Butler to inbound. It passes left corner. 3 ball in the air. Robinson off the mark. No good. Rebound by Zion. Pelicans with the ball. They're up by 18. 7 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Zion gets the shot blocked inside the low post. Here goes back in transition. Robinson passes the... Now inside, dribble drive, they got it, reverse hand layup, goes down there by Goran Dragic for 2. Puts it back to 16, 6:50 left to go. Pelicans getting losing the control of the basketball last 2 possessions. That ball just stolen by the Heat. Heat passing, left corner 3 up in the air. Jones can't hit it, open 3, and he fouls from behind trying to go up on the rebounds with Derek Favors. And Favors gets the rebound, and Derek Jones follows him right from behind, so that's a foul by the Heat now, and it stops the clock. Oh, Little Man No Sports Discord. Thanks so much for posting it in here as well, Alex. With Little Man's Discord also. 6:42 left to go in the quarter. 16-point game. And the Pelicans get back the ball. Pelicans dribble past the half-court logo here. Lonzo swings it out to the right elbow. Floats it back to the left corner perimeter. Into the hands of Ingram. Ingram with the basketball dribbles. Oh, massive slam right there by Brandon Ingram at the left baseline. Tears it down for 2 over 2 defenders. Heat with the ball right back. Hands it off to Robinson. Swings it over to the right wing into the hands of Butler. Butler with the ball. 6:15 on the clock. Dribbles right baseline. Floats it up with a contact and he gets fouled. Jimmy Butler will shoot 2 now at the line for Miami. So we've got free throws coming up the line. First one's up by Butler, and it's good. Second shot coming up by Butler at the free throw line. Nails that one. Puts it back to 16 here. Jimmy Butler, 23 points right now. 6:10 left to go in the third quarter. Pelicans with the basketball, moving it over to the left wing. Passes back to the top of the key to Holiday. Holiday, dribble drive. Inside, floats this one up, rolls around the rim. No good. Rebound back over to Miami. Heat now with the ball with under 6 minutes left to go in the quarter. They got a left wing with Dragic. Passes back to the top of the key. Dribbles inside with Butler. Butler. Bounce pass to the right corner. 3 in the air. This one's up. No good. Off the side of the rim. Missed 3. A rebound back over to the Pelicans. Pelicans basketball now. Right wing moves it back to the left wing. Into the hands of Ingram. Ingram with the basketball. 5:35 left to go in the third quarter. Passes it over to the right wing perimeter. Over to Lonzo. Lonzo passes over to Ingram. Takes the three, and he is way off the mark. Hits the rim short. Nobody back on defense. There they go. Transition. Jamming it down for the two-handed slam right there by Adebayo. Cut to the 14. 5:20 left to go in the quarter. Bam Adebayo, 7.7 rebounds right now for the first-time All-Star for the Heat this season. They have it at the right wing here. Pelicans with the basketball. Into the hands of Holiday. That's going to be a kicked ball violation, and the bounce pass in the key stops the clock with 5:10. San Diego State tied up at the half. How about that? What a comeback they made against Boise State. Man, what a comeback. By the way, Hampton leading against Radford now, 60-50 to score. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back, Gelatin here on the channel. So, yeah, 40-40 at halftime between those two teams. What a comeback. They were down by 14 a couple minutes ago. Like, they can score points, like, in a hurry, basically. 5 minutes left to go in the third. Right corner three off the mark by the Pelicans. Heat with the basketball. Shot fake. Dragic passing the key. That one turnover. No, here by the Pelicans. Pelicans passing it over to the right corner. Alonso swings it back out to the left wing. Moves to the Melly. Passes over to Ingram. Ingram makes his move. Pushes off, and they're going to call a foul on Brandon Ingram. Dragic takes the charge right there, and it goes back here to Miami with 4:44 on the clock. Yep, thank goodness you didn't fall asleep here, Jalad. And Heat trying to come back in this game. Thank you guys so much for stopping by on the channel, by the way. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub here if you guys enjoy what I do as I call play-by-play. Cody winning his football game right now, 32-0. Good for you, my man. 4.5 left to go in the quarter. Jimmy Butler dribbling now inside as he makes his move. Takes the floater. That one no good off the mark. Gets his own offensive rebound. Butler swings it back to the top. Three in the air. It's up. No good. Robinson missed it. Rebound back over to the Pelicans. 4:15 left to go in the third. Pelicans have it. They're going to set it up. Holiday. Pass over to Melly. Melly swings it over to the right wing into the hands of Lonzo here. Lonzo with the basketball. Passes over to Holiday. Spin move. Pass Butler. Flings it back out to left corner. Ball stolen away. Why don't you just shoot it, go inside the lane there and just shoot it right up. In transition, Dragic. Try to lay it up. He gets fouled, and Goran will shoot two now at the line. 14-point game out. Jrue Holiday, he was right, he got behind Jimmy Butler into the lane, just going for the right hand to lay it up. It's what you can do at least, and try to commit a foul if you can do that as well, but no. He swung it back outside, the ball was stolen, and we go to a TV timeout here, so we're on a break in this game right now. 79-65, 14-point game with about 3:50 left to go remaining in this one. Jimmy Butler, 23 points tonight for the Heat. 12 points off of 4 3-point shots by Duncan Robinson. And for the Pelicans tonight, we'll take a look at the numbers right now for New Orleans. Leading the way, 18 points by Jrue Holiday. He's got 5 assists as well. 14 points by Zion, 6 for 7 from the floor. So Zion, 6 for 7 from the floor. 14 points, 5 rebounds. And 11 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists tonight by Alonzo Ball for the Pelicans at the moment. So currently we're just on break, everybody, in this game. We'll be back after action here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Scoreboard update NBA, since we'll do that right now. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub if you enjoy the content on the channel. Jazz lead the Celtics 84-72. The score now, when Pacers up against the Bulls 99-84. 7 minutes remain in the fourth in that one. Magic up against the Timberwolves tonight 120-103. Nikola Vucevic with a double-double, 26 points, 11 rebounds. In other games tonight, Mavericks up against the Grizzlies, 76-55. Porzingis with 21. Suns lead the Trailblazers, 59-50. And Wizards beat the Hawks tonight, 118-112. Bradley Beal with 35. John Collins, 26 points, 10 boards. Nets won against the Spurs tonight, 139-120. Triple-double by Karis LeVert here of Brooklyn tonight, 27 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists. And the Thunder beat the Knicks tonight, 126-103. So there's scores throughout the NBA at the moment. Big South Conference tournament going down right now. We'll keep you guys updated with that score. Hampton destroying Radford up by 14. The number 1 seed is Radford, by the way, 66-52. Other games going on in college basketball. Boise State tied up with number 5 nationally ranked San Diego State 40-40 at halftime. VCU up against Davison at the half, 35-33. Other scores in college. Halftime, San Francisco up against Loyola Marymount, 39-26. And Valparaiso with a win in overtime, the 7th seed over a 2, 74-73 against 2 years ago, Loyola Chicago, the Cinderella for the tournament 2 years ago. Vaughn putting out closest Big West team for him, UC Davis he puts out there. He is close to them, also close to Pacific, and about an hour or so, I think, away from San Francisco. Hey, welcome in, my man Enver. Thanks so much for stopping by, liking his man Luca here for MVP. My Luca fan on the channel, thanks so much for stopping by, supporting the stream. As we're going to get back to action here in a couple of moments. By the way, Mavericks crushing the Grizzlies tonight. 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter as the Mavs lead 76-55. March basketball at its finest right now, as we are now on the 10 o'clock hour in the stream. So we are 2 hours into it, everybody, at the moment here. We will get back to action. Cody is winning his football game 40-0 tonight. Alright, here we go. Back into the game. Free throws coming up at the line here by Dragic of the Heat. 14-point game. First shot's up. And he hits it. We got 3 minutes, 58 seconds left to go. Cat fan looking Zion for Rookie of the Year. I think it's all going to come down to the last day here of the regular season. It's all going to come down to who is the number 8 seed. If Memphis can retain it and hold off the Pelicans, or if the Pelicans can fly in hot with Zion and get the 8 seed. Lonzo's having a pretty good game for the Pelicans tonight here. That's a left corner 3 off the mark. No good. Rebound back over to Miami. This game's been all Jimmy Butler, by the way, for the Heat. Jrue Holiday's having the best game so far by the Pelicans tonight. He's got 18. Lonzo with 11. 14 by Zion so far in this one. Zion's been really efficient from the floor. 6 for 7 in this one by Zion tonight. But yeah, Brandon Ingram's having a lot of trouble tonight. Not Brandon Ingram in this game. Having an off game. 7 points. He's only got 2 for 16 from the floor. That is it for Brandon Ingram, having himself an off game. But his teammates have picked him up tonight for sure. We get another foul sending Miami to the line. 3:38 left to go. First shot is good by Jimmy Butler at the free throw line for the Heat. It's 79-67. Vyron liking Ja for Rookie of the Year. Cat fan going for Zion. It's all going to come down to the final game of the season, I feel like. If New Orleans can come in, right now they're 5 games behind Memphis. They'll be 4 if they're able to get this victory. Hold on, they'll be 4 games behind from the 8 seed if they're able to win this one. Butler now with 25. Hit his second one at the line. He's 11 for 12 tonight at the free throw line. It's an 11-point game. Left wing 3 up in the air. Pelicans off the mark, no good. Tipped up in the air, rebounded by Adebayo. Heat now with the basketball. Moves it over to Dragic into the lane. Dribble drive. Missed the layup right there. A lot of contact, no foul. Pelicans get the rebounds. Moves it back to the top of the key. Melly takes the 3, makes the 3. Melly right there hits the triple from behind the arc for the Pelicans. 82-68, back to 14. Yep, don't forget, guys. Rewind the clocks back tomorrow, indeed, Vyron. Spring ahead, everybody, tomorrow. So that means we lose an hour of sleep. Backdoor cut right there. Dragic puts it up and in for 2. It's a 12-point game. Good one if Miami can get right back. 2:40 left to go. They're going to take a mid-range jumper. No good by the Pelicans. Tipped up. Rebound by Butler here of Miami. Miami with the basketball. They got it right wing. Oh, nice pass inside. Once again, they finish to the hole right there for 2 more. Up and in off the backboard by Adebayo. Back to 10 here. This is as close as it's been for a while by the Miami Heat. Pelicans with the basketball. Lonzo swings it over to Melly. Melly shot fake, and Melly gets fouled coming in right there to commit the foul. I think that was Iguodala. Actually, Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo was the one who committed the foul. Oh, sorry to hear that, my man. Welcome to the channel, Miami Kings all day. Sorry to hear that, brother. Yeah, you're a Loyola Chicago fan, man. Dude, absolute chaos going on in that bracket there with the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament. Absolute chaos. The 2 seed, the 1 seed going down in the same day, and the 7 and 8 advancing. 2:10 left to go in the quarter. Miami coming up with a steal on the key, going dribble drive right there. Missed the floater. Rebound over to the Pelicans. Pelicans with the ball. 2 minutes remaining here. New Orleans has it. Left wing. Into the hands of Lonzo. Lonzo with the basketball. Looking to pass it off. Moves it now to the right wing to Josh Hart. Hart dribbles. Right baseline. Floats it up. And he gets it. Banks it up and in off the backboard for 2 by Josh Hart. 12-point game with 1:45 remaining in the third. Heat with the ball now. Josh Hart double-double tonight. 14 points, 10 boards. Dribbles now to the right elbow. Jimmy Butler. Bounce pass. Off the backdoor cut. That has been a problem. Past couple possessions. Iguodala jams it down with a two-handed slam. They draw within 10 again. 1:30 left to go in the third. Alonzo has the basketball at the right elbow. Dribbles back to the right wing. Moves it back to the left wing. Passes to the left corner here for the Pelicans. 8 on the shot clock. Moves it over to Melli. Melli at the left wing as he's guarded by Kelly Olynyk. Takes a 3. This one hits the front rim. No good. They get the tip in. Will it count though by Melli? No, they're going to say a foul by him. They will say a foul as Melli tried to go for the tip in right there off the 3-point shot from the left wing. And Alvin Gentry trying to discuss this one with official. What in the world happened there? So they're not going to credit Melli with a bucket. 1:11 left to go in the quarter. Yep, Hampton in the Big South tournament beating the 1 seed. They will not credit him with a bucket, but he will go to the free throw line since the Heat have committed too many fouls in this half. First shot's up and good at the bonus at the line for Nicolo Melli of the Pelicans. Alex here with a VCU score update. They're up by 2 at the half against Davison. Thanks so much for the scoreboard update. That would be a major game right there if VCU is able to pull that one off. Second shot. Good by Melli at the line for the Pelicans as it's back to 12. VCU's men's basketball team looking to do something the women's team did, which is open the season with a win at home and finish the regular season with a win at Davison there. A steal by the Pelicans. Inside the lane, and they miss the layup right there. Off the bottom part of the backboard. Rebound by Butler. Butler swings it back out to the left corner. Ball tipped out of bounds, though. Last touched out of bounds by Etuan Moore of the Pelicans. So Miami will get it back in the front court. Yep, San Diego State 40-40 at halftime. Ant-Man, they were trailing by 14 points early in that game against Boise State. They were down by 14 at one point. 40 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Pelicans with the ball off the steal and the inbound by the Heat here. Pelicans have it. Melli at the right wing. Moves it back to the top of the key. 3. In the air taken. Jackson has got it for the Pels. They lead by 15. 30 seconds left to go off the 3 ball by Frank Jackson. Miami with the ball now. Dragic passes over to Olynyk. Olynyk top of the key. Looking to dribble back and hand off to Dragic. Dragic now at the left wing. 18 on the shot clock. He has it at the top of the key, guarded by Melli. Dragic looking for the contact, passes over to the right corner. Baseline dribble there to Butler. The ball gets layup in the key. No good off the mark. Rebound by the Pelicans here. Pelicans passing over to the left corner. 4 seconds left to go in the quarter. Left baseline dribble, Melli. Melli passes it back outside. Deep 3 at the horn. It's up. No good. Rattled out, and it gets... And that is the end of the third quarter. Missed 3-point shot right there from behind the arc by Josh Hart. So, 15-point game here, folks, as we're going to go to quarter number 4 right after this TV timeout, everybody. If you're a first-timer on the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up if you enjoy the content here. I call play-by-play of college basketball, NBA, March Madness tournament on the channel here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. St. Mary's is close to Vaughn, so Vaughn is close to St. Mary's. I think you're close to Pacific, Fresno State, San Francisco, and... UC Davis, I think, was the one he put here earlier. Thanks so much for stopping by, Ben Wells. I appreciate it, man, for finding my channel here and stopping by for a second night. He might go to bed now. He's tired. He's dedicated for that rent, so he's not gonna go to bed. If you need to go to bed, man, feel free to go to bed. This stream's up here for you guys whenever you guys are here. So even if it's a couple minutes, whether it's a second or so. Whenever you guys have a chance, just feel free to stop on by. That's why we're here on the channel. Yeah, Ant putting out here is not a believer of San Diego State. I'm with you, bud. I'm with you, bud. I'm not too high on San Diego State. I don't think they're gonna make it to the second week of basketball. They're not gonna make it, in my opinion, to the Sweet 16. I think they look like that Wichita State team. They lost to Kentucky. Kentucky was the 8th seed. I think that must have been my senior year of high school. I think it was 2014. The Wichita State team that went undefeated in regular season. They went like 32-0 or something like that. And then they lost in the second round to Kentucky as an 8 seed that year. Yeah, that's kind of where I feel with this San Diego State team. Cody with a final score here. Oh, sorry to hear that for the Tennessee Women's tonight. For you, Cody. Kentucky women beat the Tennessee Women's team tonight, 86-65. San Diego State taking on Boise State. Yep, 4-0 to start out the second half here. San Diego State leading 44-40 against Boise State. By the way, Wyoming has knocked off a number 6 seed and a number 3 seed in the Mountain West Conference Tournament in back-to-back games. They will be taking on the number 2 seed tonight here. Utah State, that is a late game that tips off at 11:30. That would be funny if I wake up in the morning, tomorrow morning, and see that Utah State has lost against Wyoming with a record of 9-23 and 2-16 in the Mountain West. So basically, you're telling me, Wyoming, that you can just purposely lose games and then just show up in the conference tournament and beat everybody. That's what you basically are telling me there, Wyoming. Crazy. Hey, welcome to the channel, Carter Lyon. Thanks so much for finding my channel. I appreciate it, man, and stopping by. Doing a great job. He puts out, thanks a million. I appreciate my man. If you guys enjoyed the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Notification bell goes a long way as well. I call play-by-play of NBA games, college basketball games, the March Madness tournament on the channel. So we're going to start out the fourth quarter just a moment. 15-point lead by the Pelicans. Leading scorers tonight look like this. For Miami, leading the way, 25 points, Jimmy Butler, 13 off the bench by Goran Dragic, and 15 by Duncan Robinson off of 5 3-pointers so far tonight by Duncan Robinson. 18 leading the way for the Pelicans, 18 points by Jrue Holiday, 14 by Zion, and 14 off the bench by Josh Hart. Rough game by Brandon Ingram, 2 for 16 from the floor, but his teammates picking him up big time in this game. So we're going to get to the fourth quarter right now. So we start out quarter number 4, Heat with the basketball first. They got it now at the left baseline. Kelly Olynyk has it now at the left wing perimeter. Olynyk passes back to the top of the key now for Miami. Dribbles towards the left wing, swings it back to the right wing perimeter. Dragic takes a 3. This one's up. No good. Hit the bottom right part of the backboard. Olynyk got the offensive rebound, but he lost control of the basketball. Pelicans have it right back in the storm from behind, right back by the Heat. Robinson open 3. It's up and money. Duncan Robinson hits a triple. 3-point shot number 6 tonight by Duncan Robinson here for Miami. He's got 15 points. 11:15 left to go in the fourth quarter. Pelicans with the basketball. 12-point game. They dribble inside. The ball tipped out of bounds by Duncan Robinson. So it stops the clock with 11:13. Pelicans will get it right back. Gamer Ben Wells putting out, can't wait for the Florida game. He'll watch my live stream. I appreciate it, man. San Diego State will probably lose the first game like Virginia did 2 years ago. Oof. That would be rough there if they did. They might lose to a 16 seed from like the Northeastern Conference or something ridiculous like that. Actually, no, they're not going to take on the 16 seed. Never mind. Dayton's going to be the one. Dayton will be the one if they do lose. And then they'll be the 2. So they'll take on a 15 seed. 1 minute through the fourth quarter. First free throw at the line by the Pelicans as they got fouled. That one was good. Second one a miss. Going inside. Heat with the basketball off the inbound. Jamming it in right there with a two-handed slam. Being thrown down with authority by Miami. It's to an 11-point game. Adebayo with a slam. SEC Women's Basketball Tournament, Alex putting out, have number 1 seed South Carolina taking on number 5 Arkansas, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Number 2 Mississippi State taking on number 3 Kentucky, approximately 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So they got the seedings for that right now. Do I think Kansas is well coached? Well, not really well with their self-discipline that they had against K-State, Vaughn. Of course, not well disciplined with De Souza there for K-State. Can't believe it. He's going to be back tomorrow, season finale, against Texas Tech. Can you believe it, guys? Silvio De Souza is back. Served his 14-game suspension holding up a stool for Kansas, and he is back tomorrow. Cannot believe he got suspended for the rest of the year. He only got 14 games. That one's up. That one's through. At the free throw line. First one was a miss by the Pelicans. Second one was good. 10:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. Heat with the basketball trailing by 12. They have it right baseline. Swings it back out to the left corner. We get a foul picked up away from the basketball here by New Orleans. Oh, it's away from the basketball. Is it offensive? It's going to stop the clock with 10:29. Yeah, it's by New Orleans, so Duncan Robinson will be the inbound passer coming up for Miami. Yep, classic UMBC all over again. If San Diego State won't be a #1, though, if they keep this up. It'll go to Dayton. Left wing three up in the air. That one off the back iron. A miss by Miami. Rebound by the Pelicans here. Pelicans with the basketball. Passes over to the right wing perimeter. They have it into the hands of Josh Hart. Moves it over top of the key. Melly swings it back to the left wing. Dribble drive. Inside Pelicans. Oh, nice ball movement. Top of the key. Melly. Shot fake now. He's got it. 10 minutes left to go. Passes over left wing. Feeds it to Zion. Explosive. Jamming it down right there with a two-hand slam by Zion off the backdoor cut for 2. 14-point Pels lead. Under 10 minutes remain. Heat now with the basketball. Miami. Top of the key. Adebayo. Hands it off here. Over at the top of the key to Solomon Hill. Hill swings it over right corner. Turnover. Out of bounds there as they lost control of the basketball and the pass and goes out of bounds back to the Pelicans. Yep, first 16 to beat a 1. Uncle Pizzle putting out, yep, Pelicans doing well in this game here. Even though that Brandon Ingram struggled. Players picking it up. Zion tried to go for the offensive rebound. Couldn't get it, though. Heat get the basketball right back. Miami with it. 9.5 left to go in the quarter. Moves over to Dragic. Dragic now with the ball. Top of the key. Dribbles towards the left wing. 15 on the shot clock. Dragic. Dribble drive. Inside. Floats it up. Gets it up and in off the backboard for 2. Puts it back to 12. If you guys are new to the channel, feel free to hit the thumbs up. Hit the like. Hit the sub as I call play-by-play of basketball. So we approach the 9-minute mark left to go. 12-point game. Pelicans have it. Passing around the 3-point perimeter. Into the hands of Melly. Melly has it top of the key. Guarded by Solomon Hill. Swings it back out now. Top. Dribble drive inside with the right hand. Couldn't finish. Couldn't tip it up. Melly tried to get it. Rebounded by Adebayo for the Heat now. Big strength right there on the boards by Bam. Miami has the basketball right back. Adebayo hands it off. Robinson. Over to Dragic. Takes the jumper. And we get a foul away from the ball. Stops the clock with 8:49. How will Jalen Wilson contribute to Kansas? Asian kid, but now injured his knee in practice before the season started. I wouldn't expect him to like contribute this season or so for Jalen Wilson because everything's basically like all set and stuff like that. If you add him into like the rotation and things, it could get really wacky there or so. But that team is just so deep that he'll probably just be like buried like underneath everybody, most likely. 8:35 left to go. Left baseline with the basketball. Ball tipped, deflected up in the air. It did hit the rim, though, on when the clock went to 0 on the shot clock, and the Pelicans get the rebound. 12-point game, Pelicans have it. Left wing dribbling now to the top of the key. Makes their move inside for the Pelicans. Swings it back to the outside. Left corner, shot fake. Now they dribble left baseline. Moves it back to Melly. Melly now with the ball. They pass it over to the left wing perimeter. Floats this one up. Left baseline shot off the mark. No good. Rebounds. Back over to the Heat. Heat with the ball with 8 minutes left to go. They got it at the left wing. Do I think that Chris Mack's a good fit for Louisville? I would say yes there. He's done a great job putting them right back up where they should be for Louisville this season. It's just a couple weeks ago, it was kind of head-scratching with those 2 losses in back-to-back games against Georgia Tech Clemson, though. Yeah, I ain't putting on here. Duke isn't good this year. Can't play as a team. Yeah, it's just basically 2 players. I would watch out. I would watch out for the matchups where they have if the matchups have guards that could light you up, like a couple of teams do that are like bottom seeds. I would watch out for those matchups if Duke gets paired up with those type of teams. If they have like back-to-back guards that could light you up, because that's how Clemson was able to light them up. That's how NC State was able to light them up. Pelicans with the ball. Takes a 3. Right corner. Melly off the mark with 7.5 left to go. We'll get another foul right off the rebound here. It is crazy. Crazy this season. Yeah, I agree with that, Ant. With the 3-point shooting by Duke is really iffy. All I see going to the NBA is basically Vernon Carey and Trey Jones. That is it. All the rest of the players, especially Matthew Hurt, they need to stay down. They need to stay down for Duke next year. They can't go to the NBA. not good enough this year. They need to refine their skills back at college for another season. What a block in the low post there by Adebayo. Heat will get back to basketball. That is block number 4 tonight by Bam. Bam dribbling now. Right baseline. Over now to Jimmy Butler. Swings it back out to the left wing. Robinson passes top of the key to Bam. Bam now with the ball. 7 minutes left to go. Bam making his move inside. Floats it up too high off the backboard, but he gets fouled with about 7 minutes left to go here, and I think he'll be shooting 2 at the line. Hey, welcome on the channel here, Bernardo. Thanks so much for stopping by. Zion fan out on the channel. I appreciate it, man, for stopping by. I'll give you Zion's totals as well, man. Zion looking good in this game. Really effective. 17 points. 7 for 8 from the floor right now by Zion, along with 5 rebounds and 2 assists. If you guys enjoy what I do, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play basketball and Behind the Arc basketball on YouTube. No free throws at the line. The foul was called before the shot, but that's a 3-point shot in Miami. Drills it down. Look at that. Back to single digits. First time in a long time. 93-84. 7 minutes remaining. Pelicans now with the basketball. Melly. Right wing perimeter. Hands it off now into the hands of Jrue Holiday. Holiday top of the key. Moves it over left corner. 3 ball. In the air by the Pelicans. This one rattles out. No good. Rebounded back to Miami. Heat now with the basketball. Burst of speed. In the low post. Puts it up. And they got it. Up and in off the backboard in transition for 2. How about this 7-point game here, folks? Look like the Heat were out of it. They're climbing right back in here. Hey, welcome in, Carmelo. No problem, man. Thanks so much for stopping by. Whenever you guys come on the channel, I appreciate it, my man. Pelicans just lost control of the basketball. It goes out of bounds. I agree with that too. Cassius Stanley definitely he needs to stay down as well. Get a whole lot better for Duke. The rest of those players, anybody not named Trey Jones or Vernon Carey. You'll never get rich on betting against Duke in the tournament. Jack here putting out. It's Gamer Ben Wells puts out. You might donate soon. I appreciate it, my man. If you do, you guys don't have to, but I appreciate the generosity. You guys are awesome here on the channel. That Asian kid puts out Bryce Thompson gonna dominate for Kansas here. Thanks. Yep, we got a TV timeout, so we get a break here on the game. Thanks so much, Bernardo, for finding my channel, stopping by. I appreciate it, my man. Got a lot going on here. Oh, Mississippi State we got going on here. I'm going to say right now I have them not in. They're going to have to get a quality victory for Mississippi State, and they don't really have much there. I think they have some really bad losses, too, as well. So don't really have many quality victories. I'll bring up Mississippi State for you guys to see what they have for like their bad losses. I think they got a couple of them though. Thank you so much, Bernardo Turner. I appreciate it, my man. Yes, Coach Calipari is phenomenal. Cat fan. I would say as far as like consistency as a college basketball coach, he is the #1 in college basketball as far as consistency. Can't really put Gonzaga's head coach to that because they play in that low of a division. Because he has like an 80% winning percentage. I'm not too high on Bill Self. I feel like they just keep on developing players for Kansas, and they get a lot of transfers usually that are really experienced. Yeah, Mississippi State has a lot of questionable losses, like a loss against Louisiana Tech. They also have a loss against New Mexico State, who New Mexico State's actually a good team, but they play in a terrible conference. They're in the WAC. They've won all their conference games. They're only one of 2 teams in college basketball that's undefeated this year. Them and Dayton in conference play. But it's just the bad conference. They shouldn't lose to that. Welcome on the channel here. Thanks so much, Ryan, my man, for stopping by. Oh, bummer there. Celtics lose by 5 against the Jazz. That is it. Only 94 points. Jeez. That's not good. They had it early on. Welcome to the channel. Take 'em Deep 7. Thanks so much for stopping by. The Heat, do they have a chance of winning? I still like Miami. I had said Miami at the beginning of this game at halftime. I had said Miami. I still like Miami in this one. Welcome to the channel. Winston here on the channel right now. Zion, chance to win Rookie of the Year. I would say it comes down to the final game of the season. It all depends on who's the #8 seed in the playoffs. Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies, or if the Pelicans can overcome being down by 5 games right now to Memphis, and if they can make up for it and be the number 8 seed. It's all going to come down to the final game, either Ja or Zion, but I feel like it's going to come down to if Zion can get this team going down the stretch here, and if the Pelicans can swoop up that number 8 seed from the Memphis Grizzlies. Yep, Kansas coach makes bad decisions. Got a quite large egos there in the team, that's for sure. If you guys are new on the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up here, hit the like, hit the sub, as I call play-by-play here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. I call NBA games, college basketball, March Madness tournaments. As we're back to action in this one, dribble past the half-court logo now at the right wing perimeter. Pelicans with the basketball. So we've got 6 minutes left to go on the clock. They have it the left wing with Melly. Melly passes over top of the key into the hands of Holiday. Holiday with the basketball with 7 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. This one's up. And yeah, that's an air ball right there. No spoilers in the chat, guys, if you guys can. We're about 30 seconds behind since we stream off of OBS off the laptop here. 10-zip run by the Heat in the last 3:40. Heat with the basketball. They got it at the right corner. Now to the right wing. Feeds it off. Ball tipped, deflected, and the Pelicans steal it right back. 2-on-1 fast break. Zion going to the hole. Missed the layup, but they got a little bit of help. Offensive rebounds. Puts it up and in. That won't count for 2 right there by Josh Hart. Helping out Zion as he missed the layup. Hart there to get it right back for 2. Miami with the basketball takes the 3 and they make it. It's going to be 95-89 to score. 5:15 left to go in the 4th quarter. And we get a foul away from the basketball here. 95-89 right now. The score at the moment. We've got about 5 minutes remaining. Yeah, Zion, man, is balling out in this one today here for sure, Bernardo. Thanks so much for stopping by here. Am I going to do Lakers versus Bucks? Unfortunately, no. I'm from Massachusetts, by the way, so that is mad late here. So I usually only call one NBA game on like a Friday or Wednesday. I do more college games though, as we're getting closer to the tournament and stuff like that. And that's I have the channel that can get like a lot of college games on ESPN. Jumper goes down right there. Andre Iguodala hits the J from the right elbow. That one's up and through. 4-point game. Miami very well in it here in this one. 4:45 left to go. Left corner jumper. That one is good. I'm going to roll the deep 2. So the Pelicans hit that one down right there by Lonzo for the deep 2. 6-point game. Lakers versus Bucks next. If you guys do want to watch a stream of that, as we go to commercial break, I would go to ESPN.com for Lakers Bucks. So I would go to that. I hope the Lakers win that game. By the way, I'm a Celtics fan. I'm from Massachusetts. I'm a Celtics fan, but yes, Patriots fan as well. But I hope Lakers can take down Bucks since everybody in the East is chasing Milwaukee at this moment. Tomorrow, Ryan puts out Daytona final regular season game against Dayton's final regular season game against George Washington. Yep, should be an easy win there. Rhode Island beat George Washington by 31. Dayton should have no problem beating them by 62. Even though that's unrealistic, no, but they should be able to crush them. College game day going to Dayton, and everything's going to be lit down there, or up there for Dayton tomorrow, but just unstoppable. They look incredible right now. Dayton, in my opinion, should be the 1 seed over San Diego State. San Diego State's not explosive like Dayton is. SDSU can score fast. They can be down by like 15, 16 points early on, but they're just not explosive. But yeah, if you guys would like to watch that Lakers-Bucks game, just go on to ESPN3.com if you have an internet service provider. That should get you there. I appreciate it. Thanks so much, Bernardo, for stopping by here on the stream. Why was Horford traded to the Sixers? Well, he hasn't really fit with the Sixers either in that case. Celtics have just struggled with a big man and everything, but I feel like it's more for like the cap space and things like that. How far could California go in the Pac-12 tournament? Not too far, Vaughn. They got demolished yesterday by Oregon, so don't count on it. We're going to take a look at college basketball right now. San Diego State leading Boise State 57-48. Other games going on. Davidson up against VCU by 5, 58-53. College basketball tonight. Hampton in the final 2 minutes leading Radford 78-71. The score in that one. Other games, we got San Francisco crushing Loyola Marymount tonight in the WCC quarters. 65-45 in that one. And Valparaiso came and got the victory tonight over number 2 seeded Loyola Chicago. So how about that? Number 1 and number 2 in the Missouri Valley Conference is out in the quarterfinals. Missouri State leading Indiana State tonight 17-14. Right now we got about 4 minutes, 40 seconds left remaining when we get back to action here in this game. Jimmy Butler, 25 points, leading the scoring tonight in this one for the Heat. 21 points by Duncan Robinson. He has nailed down 7 3-point shots. For the Pelicans, leading the way tonight, 18 by Jrue Holiday, 6 rebounds, 6 assists by Jrue, 17 by Zion, efficient from the floor by Zion in the low post. He's got 7 for 9 shooting from the floor with 17, 15 by Alonzo. Okay, so we're going to go back to this game here. I appreciate it, Bernardo. Thanks so much, guys, for stopping by here on the channel. Ryan thinks even San Diego State wins their tournament. Yes, Dayton just had a complete shellacking over URI, beat them by 27. In my opinion, what I saw there by Dayton, it is through the roof, lights out, explosive. You got to put that team on the one line. Kick off San Diego State. That conference is bad with the Mountain West. You got multiple 20-win teams there in the A-10, and you're not going to reward that team a number 1 seed. It's just mind-boggling in my opinion. 4:25 left to go. Left baseline jumper. This shot. It's up. No good. Rebound offensively by the Heat, though. They have it at the top of the key. Dribbling towards the left. They're going to take a 3. It is up. It is good. Big 3-point shot. First one of the night tonight by Solomon Hill, and it's a 3-point game here, folks. 4:10 left to go. 4:10 left to go. 97-94. Pelicans move it to the left wing. Almost lost control of the basketball, but into the hands of Ingram. He lost it that time. Stolen away by the Heat here. One man to beat. Oh, they got a 3-on-1. Going inside. Lays it up and into the cup right there. 1-point game coming alive. My man, I don't know anymore. Back on the channel here. Putting out Let's Go. He is a Heat fan. What a game we have indeed tonight. Make sure to hit the thumbs up. Hit the like. Hit the sub here as I call play-by-play. 97-96. 3:40 left to go. Top of the key. Over into the hands for the Pelicans. It's Ingram. Ingram moves it over left wing to Zion. Zion with the basketball. They're going to take a deep 3. It is up. It is money right there from behind the arc. Triple going down by the Pelicans. It is Zion who hits the triple right there. Or it's actually Zion with an assist who got it to Josh Hart. It was Josh Hart who hit the triple. It's a 100 spot on the board right now for the Pelicans as they move the scoreboard over. So 196. Zion with the assist. Josh Hart with a triple from the left wing. Yes, San Diego State has only lost 1 game for college, but look at the conference that they play. Their conference is pretty bad. Atlantic 10, much better. Atlantic 10 is much better than Mountain West. That is one thing for sure. Jordan Nwora is the next Steph Curry. It's Gamer Ben Wells puts here on the channel. Jordan Nwora was shut down multiple times this season. Shut down by Texas Tech, shut down by Kentucky. So shut down multiple times this year. I don't think that he will be the Steph Curry for the future. Currently, we're just on TV timeout in this one. Iowa did not play today, Ryan, but Northern Iowa lost today. Northern Iowa lost by 21 against Drake in the Missouri Valley quarterfinal today. So Northern Iowa, fat chance that they'll get an at-large. I just don't see it happening. It's probably like a 0.5% chance that they get an at-large. NC State can't play defense. Yeah, Duke putting up high 80s up against them because they can't play defense there. Alex puts out, is it time for Iowa to make a huge comeback and win? Well, they're not playing tonight. They take on, they don't play tonight. They take on Illinois their next game. So we're back to action here in this one. Floats it out to the left corner. 3-ball up in the air. Miami missed it. And trying to go up for the offensive rebound. They do. 3:15 left to go. Shot fake. Takes the 3. It is up. It is good. Hits the triple. I can't name you a hard game besides Iowa. Because Creighton did not have one of their transfers on their team. So I can't... They crushed Creighton, but what you guys need to realize is that San Diego State destroyed Creighton, but Creighton did not have one of their impact players in the team when they took them on. And then the other one was they beat BYU by 10, but I don't think BYU had Childs for that game either. So BYU had Childs was suspended and he missed that game. So they beat Creighton and BYU, but without like both of their top players. Hey, welcome to the channel, Lazar Rodriguez. Thanks so much for stopping by. Likes Miami in this one. Welcome to the channel here, T. Thanks so much for stopping by. Likes the Pelicans in this one. If you guys enjoy my channel, I call play-by-play of basketball action here, NBA March Madness Tournament. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub. Notification bell goes a long way as well. I call NBA games, college basketball games, the March Madness Tournament here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. 3 minutes, 12 seconds left to go. What a game tonight, especially Duncan Robinson, money from behind the arc. 8 triples in this game, by the way, tonight by Duncan Robinson, 24 points. Jimmy Butler with 25 points. Duncan Robinson coming alive, though, in the fourth quarter. Zion in this game for the Pelicans, he's got 17, 7 for 9 from the floor. Jrue Holiday, though, leads the scores for the Pelicans with 18. We get back to action. Pelicans with the basketball. Lonzo dribbles past the half-court logo. He now has it at the top of the key, guarded by Robinson. Lonzo, looking towards his right, passes to the right wing to Ingram. Ingram moves towards his left now. At the left wing for Brandon Ingram. 2:55 left to go on the clock. Passes top of the free throw circle. Over to Favors. Over to Ingram. Takes the jumper. Brandon Ingram, he has got it. Not a whole lot of points today, but Brandon hits that one for 2. 3-point game. 2:40 left remaining here. Miami with the basketball right now. Dribbles past the half-court logo. Jimmy Butler has it. Dribbles now at the left wing perimeter. 3-point game Butler. Now makes his move inside. Low post, and that ball gets stripped right into the lane. Stops the clock with 2:32. Think it's going to be an inbound coming up by Miami. Got touched out of bounds by the Pelicans. So Miami will inbound it right underneath their hoop right here in the front court. They're going to inbound it. Looking to pass it. Moves it back to the top of the key. Back over to Robinson. Robinson takes a 3. No good off the mark. He would have had his 9th, but missed it. Rebounded back to the Pelicans. 2:20 left to go. Ryan put in here, rip to the guy who picked Northern Iowa to win against BYU in the first round. Yep, Northern Iowa ain't making it now. 2:15 left to go. They lose in the quarters against the team who they crushed last week. 6 days ago, they had destroyed Drake. And then how about that? Do the favor on the other side for them. Drake, the 8 seed, beats number 1 in the Valley. Crazy, crazy. 2:12 left to go now in this game. 3-point lead by the Pelicans. We just had a foul on the court right now. And it's going to be, 1 second here. It's going to be offensive by the Pelicans. They pushed off in the low post. So the ball go back over to Miami. Miami will get it. Inbounding this ball will be Solomon Hill. He'll be the inbound passer, as they'll inbound it in their backcourt. They put the ball into the hands of Butler. If you guys enjoy what I do, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub here. Notification bell goes a long way as well. We're 1 like away from 30 here, as I call play-by-play of basketball and Behind the Arc basketball on YouTube. Heat. Passing inside, low post, reverse hand. Couldn't go down, but Jimmy Butler gets fouled with a lot of contact. Butler will go to the line to shoot 2. Hey, welcome to the channel. Caesar here. He is back on the channel. Likes Miami for this one. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Let me know down in the chat below if you haven't already done so. If you're new, if you like the Pelicans, if you like the Heat in this one, let me know down in the chat below. Yep, Ryan putting out what conference is Wyoming. That is Mountain West there. Mountain West, they beat in back-to-back games Colorado State the 6, Nevada as a 3, and Boise State the 5, taking on San Diego State the number 1 right now. Yeah, I did say that, Vaughn. I did say that. Unfortunately, that is not true. Both of the shots go down at the free throw line by Jimmy Butler. It's a 1-point game. Oh, actually, one of them goes down by Jimmy Butler at the line. Second one was a miss. ESPN just missed their scoreboard because I looked up. It said 101. It's actually 100. 140 left to go. So the first one went down. Second one was a miss. A rebound by the Pelicans here. Pelicans at the left wing perimeter. Dribbling now Lonzo. Swings it back out to Ingram. Ingram, 3 in the air. He's got it. Brandon Ingram hits it. He's money from behind the arc. 5-point game. 1:30 left to go. Heat with the basketball right back. How could California make the tournament? Well, they're going to have to win the entire Pac-12 to do so, and that's not going to happen. That's a long shot to happen, say, like how good UCLA has been. 5-point game. A lot of contact, but no foul. Heat wanted it as they took the 3. Couldn't get it. Pelicans get the basketball right back. 1:10 left to go. Pelicans have it. Moves it over to the left elbow to Zion. Zion here with the basketball. Passes back outside. Ingram. Shot fake. Dribble drive. And the low post goes up for the layup, and we get a foul before the shot. Stops the clock with 1:05. Hey, welcome to the channel here. Edmago. Thanks so much for stopping by here. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for the thumbs up as well. We got a Heat fan on the channel. Ryan putting out 2019 Auburn equals the 2020 BYU. That could very well go so. As BYU is lit from behind the arc. My man T, welcome on the channel. Kawhi Kobe, thanks so much for stopping by. New Haven 22, he is new, going for the Pelicans in this one. Welcome to the channel, everybody. I call play-by-play of basketball games, NBA, college, March Madness tournament. 3-ball, up in the air ball, no good by the Pelicans, rebounded here by Solomon Hill, the Heat. Miami got the basketball, 48 seconds left to go. Hill, passing over to left elbow, Adebayo has it, they're trailing by 5. Hill, moves it over to the right wing perimeter. How is Duncan Robinson not in this game right now? You need a three-point shot, and you don't have him in the game. And we got a timeout here on the clock. Miami will take a timeout. Good. So they're going to have to take a timeout to get Duncan Robinson into this one. That's who you need into this game now for Miami. He needs a sharp-shooting three-point shot that can light it up just like BYU can, the number 1 three-point shooting team from behind the arc. So, looking at the leading scores tonight in this game, 26 by Jimmy Butler, 24 by Duncan Robinson off of 8 3-point shots in this one so far tonight. Pelicans leading the way, Jrue Holiday, 18 points. Zion, 17 from the floor right now, 7 for 9 from the court. Welcome to the channel here, Shai Zuko. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Puts out quality commentary. Yep, timeout here on the court, everybody. As we got 41 seconds left to go in a 5-point game. No spoilers in the chat. Let me know down in the chat below if you guys are a Pelicans fan or a Heat fan. Make sure to hit the like button if you guys are new, subscribe button, and notification bell goes a long way as well, as I call play-by-play of basketball, NBA, March Madness Tournament, college on the channel. So we'll be back here in just a moment, everybody, into this game. I think it was Etuan Moore who took the air ball right there for the Pelicans. I think it was 55 for the Pelicans who took the air ball. Bernardo ready for the Lakers. Bucksy puts out here. He's going Lakers in that one. Hopefully, I've got the Lakers, hopefully, to get the W over the Bucks. This is the only game, by the way, tonight. I'm from Massachusetts, so I'm not going to cover a late game. Okay, here we go. 41 seconds left to go. I get the basketball right now. No spoilers in the chat. This is about 30 seconds behind as I stream off a laptop. Duncan Robinson, top of the key, moves it over right wing. Now dribbles inside, floats it up. This one off the side of the backboard. That one no good. Rebound over to the Pelicans here. 5-point game, 28 seconds. 8-second differential, shot clock and game clock. Pelicans with the basketball. Alonzo has it at the right wing perimeter. Welcome to the channel, Mr. Tupac28. Thanks so much for stopping by here. They got at the left wing in the double team trap, and that's going to be timeout taken by the Pelicans with 19.2. So timeout taken now by the Pelicans here. Welcome to the channel, Dexter Williams. Thanks so much for stopping by here as well. Von, surprised that BKC isn't here. Yeah, I think he's a Heat fan. Surprised that he isn't in here, coming from South Korea. Goonie, welcome to the channel here, Goonie. Zion fan, thanks so much for stopping by here. Cat fan, like him, Nicolo Melli in this one. Think of that, he is great. Scores and updates right now for the NBA tonight. Jazz beat the Celtics tonight 99-94. Suns cruising along against the Trailblazers tonight 90-68. Wizards beat the Hawks earlier tonight 118-112. Nets over the Spurs tonight 139-120. Thunder beat the Knicks 126-103. And Pacers beat the Bulls 108-102. Magic over the T-Wolves 132-118. And Mavericks all over the Grizzlies tonight 121-96. We got 19 seconds left to go in this game. San Diego State in college leading Boise State. 9.5 left to go. 62-50 is the score right now. As it will be Pelicans basketball. Pelicans just took a timeout, so it will be Pelicans basketball. 19.2 left to go on the clock in this game. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play. Welcome to the channel, Dwayne Gary. Thanks so much for stopping by here. Pelicans will inbound now. Lonzo will be the inbound passer. 19.2 on the clock. 8-second differential, shot clock and game clock. Shot clock down to 11. And we got another timeout. They're going to take another timeout right now with the Pelicans. So they burned 2 straight timeouts. They're down to none. So down to none right now. 1 timeout left to go for the Heat, none for the Pelicans. Dexter here, lives in New Orleans but loves the Patriots. Awesome, man. Thank you so much. I'm a massive Patriots fan, by the way. I'm from Massachusetts myself. I live a half an hour away, half an hour south from Gillette Stadium. I'm a fan for Celtics for basketball, college basketball fan for Providence, and URI for college basketball. I appreciate Goonie. Thank you so much. Make sure, guys, to hit the notification bell if you enjoy what I do. I usually call more college games. NBA usually comes on a Wednesday or Friday since I only get ESPN. I actually don't have access to TNT or the NBA League Pass, but I cover mostly college games. NBA usually on Wednesdays and Friday nights. March Madness tournament is coming up as well, so if you guys enjoy college basketball, definitely make sure to turn on that notification bell, as I'll keep you guys in the know. Tomorrow we got 2 college games, Kentucky, Florida at 1 o'clock, and then Duke versus UNC, massive game going out at 6 o'clock, so 2 college games tomorrow. Hey, welcome from Mexico here. Saludos on the channel, Brian the Cord. Thanks so much for stopping by from Mexico. My grandfather used to live in Mexico all the way back in the 20s, 30s, and 40s, and he is still living to this day. 98 years old, by the way, my grandfather is. So Pelicans will inbound it. 18 seconds left to go. Pass over to Lonzo. Lonzo gets fouled in the key with 16 seconds left to go on the clock. Heat pick up a foul with Derrick Jones. Where's Tom Brady going? I feel like he's still staying with the Patriots. Still staying with the Patriots. Las Vegas on their betting lines, they think the same as well. Goonie supporting me. I appreciate my man. Cat fan, a Dolphins fan. Cat fan likes the Dolphins. Man, I was shocked that they got 5 wins out of that last year. First shot good at the free throw line by the Pelicans by Lonzo. I'll have a second one coming up. Dwayne here from the Philippines. Welcome in, my man Dwayne from the Philippines. Thanks so much for stopping by. Favorite team, Miami here. Gracias por los saludos here. Brian putting out. Thank you so much for stopping by here, Brian, the cord on the channel. I appreciate it, man. Second shot. Lonzo misses, and Melly gets the rebound, but lost the basketball as he was stripped with the ball. Heat got it back, but we have a collision on the court right now with 14 seconds and the clock stops. Ooh, Derrick Jones. Derrick Jones is down right now. Score update is right here for you guys. 106-100. 14 seconds left to go. 14 seconds left to go here. Heat got the basketball off the steal on the key by Melly, who lost it, but Derrick Jones, ooh, looks like a face. He is down right now. Facial injury is he collided pretty hard with his own teammate going up for it. Ooh, 44-5 for the Heat collided together. Yeah, Derrick Jones collided right with Solomon Hill trying to get the basketball right back. So it's going to be a foul from behind by the Pelicans anyway. So Heat will go to the free throw line. First shot's up. First shot's good by Solomon Hill at the line. Welcome to the channel, Roll. Thanks so much for stopping by here. Yeah, Zion tonight. Zion's got 17. Zion with 17 points. 7 for 9 from the floor. 14 seconds left to go. Second shot coming up at the line. Welcome on the channel, Jahan here, and Raul, and Richard. Thanks so much. Dade County for life putting out here. Richard, my man, thanks so much for stopping by. Second shot good at the line by Miami. Pelicans with the basketball. They got it 10 seconds left to go. Double team, half court trap set up. They're able to split it. Pelicans now pass it. Right corner, and the Heat don't foul. They finally commit a foul with 4.9. That took a lot of time off the clock. 4.9 left to go. 4-point game. And Pelicans should be going back to the line here to shoot free throws coming up. So they committed the foul. He is going to Tennessee, Von Putz. Out of all the teams, that feels like the most likely. If he was to go to a team, I would put Tennessee at the very top of my list. But I think he's still going to be with the Patriots for next year for Tom. Hey, thank you so much, Richard, for stopping by on the channel. I appreciate it, guys. If you guys are new, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub here. I call play-by-play basketball, NBA, college basketball, March Madness on the channel here and Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, Kentucky versus Florida, and then 6 p.m. Eastern Time, Duke versus UNC. Those are the 2 college games tomorrow. First shot's up, first shot's good. At the free throw line by the Pelicans by Jrue Holiday. He was the one who was fouled. We got 5 seconds left to go. Jrue Holiday, a leading scorer tonight for New Orleans, 19 points. Looking for number 20. And he has got it. Hits the second one. Trying to close it out. Final 5 seconds. Final timeout taken now by Miami. Zion here in this game tonight for Zion. He has total 17. First team tonight for Zion. 17 points. 7 for 9 from the floor. 31 minutes on the court by Zion alongside 6 rebounds and 2 assists. We got over 40 people watching in this one. If you guys need any scoreboard updates, let me know in the chat below. I can gladly give you guys some scoreboard updates. Davison running away against VCU tonight, 73 to 56 in the A10. San Francisco crushing Loyola Marymount tonight, as they just ended the game. Actually, San Fran will be moving on to take on Pacific in the WCC quarters, I think. And whoever wins that game takes on Gonzaga. In the NBA tonight, Suns leading against the Trailblazers 95-77. Wizards beat the Hawks tonight 118 to 112. Nets over the Spurs tonight 139-120. Jazz beat the Celtics at the TD Garden 99 to 94. Thanks so much for stopping by, finding my channel. Ray Brown, welcome in here. Pacers winners against the Bulls tonight 108 to 102, and the Mavericks winners over the Grizzlies 121 to 96. 4.9 left to go on the clock right now. Final timeout was just taken by Miami. Miami will get the inbound right now. Duncan Robinson is in the game. He has nailed down 8 3-point shots. He had 9 during the last game of the win over Orlando. Miami will inbound it. 5 seconds left to go on the clock. They're trailing by 6. They pass it over now to Robinson. Oh, go on the backdoor cut. They're going to slam it down for 2. Jimmy Butler adds more to his profile tonight with a two-handed slam. 1.9 left to go, though. Pelicans inbound. Heat will fall with 1.4. So 0.5 goes off the clock. And the Pelicans will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 with Josh Hart. So Josh Hart coming up at the line. 1.4 left to go. 4-point game, and this one's basically done here, folks. But thank you guys so much for stopping by on the channel. We're about 30 seconds behind since we call play-by-play of this one. Since we stream off of a laptop off of OBS, so we're just like 30 seconds behind. Here we go. 2 shots coming up at the line. It's good. The first one by the Pelicans. 5-point game. Big thank you all tonight here for joining me on the stream, though. If you guys enjoy what I do and want to come back here for some more, make sure to hit that notification bell as well. Down below, I call NBA games, college basketball, March Madness tournament on the channel. And Miami inbounds, no chance to put off a shot, and that is the ball game. 6-point victory tonight here by the Pelicans in this one, 110 to 104. As that is the final. Thank you all so much. Feel free, drop on by tomorrow. I'll be live, Kentucky, Florida, 1 p.m. Eastern time for some college basketball. Duke, UNC later throughout the day at 6 p.m. Eastern time as this game has gone final. Thank you guys so much for finding my stream, as this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. And thank you all so much for finding my channel here. So this game has gone final on this one. Pelicans get the W as they improve to 27 and 36 during the season during this one. Yeah, 20-plus point streak ended for Zion tonight. He has 17, but he did great shooting the ball from the floor tonight. 7 for 9 from the floor, even though Brandon Ingram, he struggled a lot in this game. He finished 4 for 20 scoring for Brandon Ingram. His teammates picked him up. Jrue Holiday, he had 20 points. 17 by Zion, 16 by Lonzo. Josh Hart off the bench, he had 18 in this game for Josh Hart. Thank you guys so much for stopping by here. I don't know anymore. Vaughn and everybody on here on the channel, Roll here, thanks so much for stopping by. And the channel Cat Fan and T, catch me later. I appreciate my man T. Thank you guys so much, and enjoy the rest of your Friday night here, everybody. Signing off on the channel. Pelicans come away with a victory here at home, 110-104 over Miami, as this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Don't forget, if you guys enjoy what I do, hit the thumbs up, hit the like button, notification bell, and the big red subscribe button down below as well. Thank you all so much. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night, everybody, as this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube.